पाकिस्तान में पहली बार पबजी मोबाइल का जुनून पहुंचा है कॉलेज कैंपस पर। अपना स्क्वाड जमा करें और अपनी कैंपस की नुमाइंदगी करें। लड़िए अपने विकार के लिए। दांव पर हैं $30,000।
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and once again welcome back to PUBG Mobile Campus Championship Pakistan region, and this whole event is sponsored by Oppo F19 Pro. Hook up your fun. My name is Ankit, and joining alongside me is my friend Phoenix Shivanshu. How are you, friend Phoenix?
I'm really good. I'm really excited as well because today Group C, they are going to complete their journey. They are going to play their 5 left matches. Let's see how these teams are going to play.
Exactly. Today, Group C will be in action. In the last 2 days, we have seen Group A and Group B coming one by one in the last 2 days and playing and panning out all their left 5 matches, because once again, all these teams are into action, because already A, B, C, and D, all these teams have already played their 5 respective matches, and we already know how all these maps rotates. And likewise, today will also be the day where we'll get to see how all these maps will come into the frame, and obviously we'll get to see the prize pools and all. But what are expectations from today's matches? Because in the last day, yesterday, we just saw some of the teams actually securing 1 or 2 chicken dinner, and even they were not able to qualify for them, as the total points were not enough for them. So how do you think that teams might be planning out, taking the fact that all these teams have faced the brunt of it?
I think so. You know what? Today, as we witnessed yesterday, teams just dropped down to their favorite drop location. The start of the match was quite passive, but in the end, they were like they are going for kills. They were hungry for some kills. But we have the prize pool in front of us. First prize, $30,000 for this particular season. If you're gonna get first place, you get $10,000.
Exactly, 30,000, the total massive prize pool, and at this grassroots level, it cannot be more better than this, because the first place gets a total of 10,000, and not only that, the third, second and third, fourth, fifth, and down to the end, where we see obviously other teams that are not on the first half of the chart, maybe on the 15, 16, they still get, and obviously the MVP of the tournament will also get a decent total sum. So at this level, if these teams get to collect this massive amount in their number, it will be an add-on if we talk about that. But it also has some other aspect, because not just only you will get the opportunity to have your hand on that total prize pool, but also you will get the bragging rights added to it. And just because of that, we have the point system on our screen, as the first team gets the 15 total point, the second team, whichever teams get into that match, gets a total of 12, and then it keeps decreasing from 10 and goes down to 1, and none point is given to the team that gets from 13 to 16.
Yeah, that who got eliminated from 13 to 16 position. But you know what? If you got eliminated, let's take an example, right? If you got eliminated at the 13th position, but you somehow managed to at least get 7 to 6 kills, so you are still happy, right? Because 1 kill, you will get 1 point, which is the most important thing, right? Yesterday we saw the difference between the teams who were on the first page of the leaderboard as well as the teams who were on the second page of the leaderboard. The distance between them is quite a lot. I'm talking about the points. The points distance was quite a lot. The team who was on the 8th position, so they have 56 points. Then the team who is on the 9th position, they have 44 points. So we can see 12 points difference is literally massive in this PMCC, basically PUBG Mobile Campus Championship.
Exactly, you're talking about 12 points difference. We have seen how these teams actually crumbles and suffers for that at least 1 point, because we have seen how close and how neck-to-neck performance does go. And just for that, Group C is straight away will be into action, and FLZ, TeamXquetta, Apex Legend, No Fear, and all these teams will be straight away into the action when Group C will come into the play. And not only that, Renegades, MerckESP, Rigel Stars, Team Caos, so all these teams will be joining all the 5 matches.
Yeah, all teams will be joining the 5 matches. But we have the other four teams. R3G girls, they were so good. They were performing so good. Let's see how they are going to perform today. We have Black Demons, TeamTES, as well as No Sympathy.
Exactly. Some teams have actually done pretty good in order to secure the that first half of the chart. I'm talking about the first to eighth position. Some teams more will be joining in the frame, and that is of Quettaknigh Leopards, NFPxSky Esports, and the last team, the Stalwart Esports. But my eyes will be straight away onto the players of Leopards because. The last time when they were actually playing, they got the chicken dinners in all the off map, and
Yeah.
we have seen some teams actually performing and dominating. Yesterday's match also, we saw some of the teams playing really very good in the off map. So it becomes important actually to make the most of it when the off map comes into way. And obviously, the three wrangle will be for the day, and this is the thing that every team would love to go in their number in their favor.
Yeah, you know what? Let's see. I'm excited for that too. We have the schedule in front of us. The first map, it is going to be Erangel, then Miramar, then Erangel, then Sanhok, then again Erangel.
Exactly. Two maps, Miramar and Sanhok, will be filling in between the two Erangel. That means the Erangel will alternate with Miramar and Sanhok, and the day will end with the Erangel. And obviously, the total matches for Group C will also end, as the teams will be playing their five respective left matches. That will be the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, because all the five matches before this have already played by them, so they must be looking to secure a good position. So it will be a healthy competition, I hope so, because the top three and the top five will have a contestation in their own, and the rest from the 6th maybe to 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, I like to see some teams actually climbing up to the top of the chart.
You know what? You just talk about the perfect thing. You're just talking about the perfect thing. But the main thing is, right, we have the overall ranking. NFPxSky Esports on the first, New Sympathy on second, Quettaknigh on third, TeamTES on fourth, Leopards fifth, Stalwart Esports on sixth, Black Demons on seventh, eighth, Renegades. So if you are in a comfortable position, it doesn't mean that you are safe. Teams, they
Exactly.
are going to perform well because today it's the high time, right? Today
Exactly.
they have only 5 games left for themselves. This
Yeah.
is the perfect time to perform. Otherwise, you could be the one who will be taken down by other teams, so you could not qualify for the phase 3.
Yep, they have to. And look at that. The teams like R3G Girls, Chaos, and TeamXquetta. I want at least one of these teams to actually step up and make their game themselves in a way that they will be able to secure the top 8 position. Because to all those viewers that have just joined in and have just tuned in, the top 8 teams will be only aggressing and moving forward for the next half of the tournament and for the next the third phase, because obviously the rest of the team will not be able to go through, and some teams will be not be able to go there, and just because of that we'll be straight away heading to the very first match of the day, and the flight path is on its way.
Yep, the flight path. We have the flight path in front of us. It's going from the eastern side, we can say eastern side of Yasnaya Poliana, or we can say southern side of Kameshki, towards the western side of Premos area. Now, I would love to ask this question again and again. I don't know why, but I love this question again. What do you think? Where do you think the first circle is going to form?
I want a circle that goes towards the area of Sosnoka military base, because since the flight path is dissecting the whole of the map into two equal halves from the area of backside of Yasnaya Poliana to Query, so it seems that all of the areas are quite easy to glide if we take the area of Georgopol and its apartments out of the frame, but rest of all the cities are quite glidable, and I can already see at the Yasnaya Poliana 3-4 teams already making the congestion.
Yep. You know what? One question, Ankit. That these teams, they already played against each other, right? They played 3 matches of Erangel against each other. So I know that they know where the teams are going to drop, from where they are going to start the location. Do you think that they are gonna cut off their rotations, gonna engage in some fights,
Exactly.
and going to contest them? What do you think? Is this going to happen, or they are going to play the natural game?
So, if a team is actually holding a very good position in the chart, they might look to go for that kills, or they may be killmonger or kill hungry. And at this position, if thing goes into their favor, they might go for that. But teams like Chaos, teams like R3G Girls that are already on the second half of the chart, they must not be looking to go with that stance, because if they gets punished, there will be no one to save out them. But for now, it seems that some of the teams are already engaging themselves into the fight in the area of farm, because
Yeah.
teams from Apex Legend are just trying to pincer down the players from the opposite members, and it seems that one player has already been finished off.
Well, farm is a type of area where you don't expect any fight in an early stage, but we just witnessed it, right? The main thing is the players. The teams basically they are losing some of the individual, which is part of the plan, right? If you just lose one player in a very very early stage of the match, sometimes it happens. But now it comes down to how you are gonna react, how you are going
Yeah.
to play, because now you are gonna play with the three-man lineup throughout the map.
Exactly. None of the teams actually want these things to happen for their way, but for now, it seems that the best possible decision for the players for Quettaknigh is to fall back, and yes, they have done so, trying to just scout the area close the area of Novorup Noi Bridge, and they're looking good after this, and they must look good after this. But my eyes will be straight away heading on to the areas of Jasnaya Polyana, because I can
Yeah.
see close to 3 teams already out there, but RNG just trying to make a maneuver out of the area of Yasnaya Polyana that brings down to still 2 teams left in the area of Yasnaya Polyana. If we go back in just a past in yesterday's match, we saw Yasnaya Polyana fight in the very first game.
Yeah, we saw some Yasnaya Polyana fights in the first game, right? If we talk about yesterday, the main thing is yesterday one team, the name is Chapar Ganju, right? They were near the Yasnaya area, and after dropping down near the Yasnaya area, they got punished. They just brought down to only one player after the circle. The last player, Karim, is the one who could not able to survive for too long. It did his level best, at least secure one point, one crucial point. But you know what, the main thing is, if you got engage if you are engaging in some fights, like if you end up having a fight with an opponent, you have to play perfectly. If your opponent's gonna knock you down, you have to stay calm. Sometimes they are not gonna rush onto you, right? They're gonna
Exactly.
hold, they're gonna look out for the perfect position, then they are gonna approach. So at that time you can play your cards.
Exactly, a very good point out actually put out by you, that if a team is trying to knock you and is just trying to pincer you down, and at that moment, what you all you can do is just to stay calm, stay composed, and just go for the revival if it is possible. If not, just try to create the flank angle, and first of all, try to suppress the
Yeah.
aggressive team, and then you can have a game out there. Because at that point, if you just lose your calm out there, if you react the same way, things might go more odd, and things
Oh
might
yeah.
worsen in the way that as actually being trying to aggress, and in that moment it will be a win situation for the opponent that is just trying to strike you back harder and harder.
Yeah. Yeah, true. That's true, right? But right now it's a stalemate situation for both the teams. The players from MerckESports as well as the players from Rigel Stars. They know, they know that both the teams know that they are opponents. They are opponents hiding inside those compounds. But Nemesis, that was a risky move. He receives a lot of damage. Now, Jaideep, is he gonna knock him down? No! No, he's still waiting for that perfect opportunity. Nemesis going down, and he is going to get eliminated from the lobby.
So yeah,
Whoa.
that's the composure that you were talking about.
Yeah.
MerckESports waited till the players from the opponent side were just trying to be on the flank angle, and they were caught off guard. And just because of that,
Uh-huh.
we just saw one player from Rigel Stars in the open. So this was not the way actually he should have pushed in, because you already
True.
know this is a third-person perspective game. So teams and players must be willing and hawking their eyes onto you, and you must be ready for that. At this moment, Jadip was just not ready at all. And this brings just down to 2 players from Regal Stars, because they are already 3 men roster, and Nemesis out of the game. Naruto and Eddie survives from the team.
Now it's just brought down to just come down to basically onto these two players surviving from Rigel Stars. Mercs Esports, they're also playing with the three-man lineup. But you know what? As you just mentioned it perfectly, the composed gameplay is the best thing right now. If you're just playing with a three-man lineup, you are forced to play with a calm and composed mind. Otherwise, if you're facing a team who has their 4 men alive, if you have the full pack, you know what, can you expect how many amount of information you can collect? You can literally collect information from every single direction, north, south, east, west. But if you have 3 players, right, the limitations are there, right? The amount of information, it is going to be less. But sometimes sometimes it's gonna help you.
Exactly, it will help you, but for now it seems that the players from Rigel Star are taking a wise decision, a decision that can go into the favor, because realizing the fact that one player has already been eliminated from their side, they're just trying to back off and going to secure a good position into area, because Silker is already will be making a shift in a moment or two and just trying to rotate with a different type of vehicle, because US it is a good vehicle in this situation, but if you are trying to sneak peek the situation, buggy is the most appropriate thing, where you might not be giving much of identification and location, and you will be also able to traverse through it.
Yeah, you know what? I totally agree with the point. But right now, the teams.
Because you
are.
know what, from the back end side you can see buggy gives you a protection, that that steel panel. So so from the front end side you still have all the railings from that buggy that actually helps you secure, and that is a frame actually. So if some of the bullets still hits you, if that doesn't get connected to your head, that you can be safe from it. But in US you can get shots from all the side. You have the side window, you have the back window, you have the back cover, you have the front window obviously. So shots will be firing upon them, and realizing this situation, it was a very nice decision from the players to rotate with the help of buggy.
Yeah, and you know what? Things will get more worse if you have an open UAS, right? Without any roof, you have an open UAS. So, teams who has the height advantage can connect some bullets onto your heads, and you could be taken down. You could be taken down easily. But right now, it's a stare down competition between these two teams near the Pochinki area. Still holding, as I just mentioned. Players, they are gonna go for that passive approach in the start of the match, in a very early stage. Then, when the fourth and the fifth circles just gonna pan out, they are going to engage in multiple of fights.
Yep, we will be witnessing, and it seems that apart from that early squabble that happened into the north side of Georgia, some teams are actually looking to go for the rotation. Talking about that, the players from STE have just spotted the players from one team, and they are just trying to take some shots, and TES are on the radar. Holding the area of Pochinki Church becomes actually strategically very important, because this is the area where you can get the vision, but at the same time you can also receive some of the shots.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Pablo, okay, so Stalwart Esports, they are looking pretty good right now. We can see some knockouts are also there in some another part of the map, right? Teams are engaging in some fights, and the team who is on the receiving edge is Black Demons. One player got knocked out, but the revival is going to be there. But whoa, Team Chaos, one player, he is on a very, very crucial angle, and we can see a lament from the side of Team Chaos.
Yep, Chaos just trying to make chaotic situation to the players of Black Demons. Black Demons are already knocked down one player, but in trade, he goes down at Ninja with the help of AKM. Just trying to nail down that coffin, and just because of that, it seems that the players from Black Demons are on the very back foot, because Kaka OP, it seems that he might soon be eliminated, the way the players from Team Chaos have already pincered them down. At any point, at any moment, we can see one team being eliminated in this very first half of the game.
True, true. Those early animations, early eliminations are here. Ninja just going to revive his teammates, and we can see one team, they already got eliminated, and another fight just break out between these two teams. Stalwart, they got a good hold on this fight. Team TES not looking that good, surviving inside though that compound, but that grenade by Maxo was so good. Lovely is the last man surviving for the team. For how long? He has that AKM in his hand. Cario cooking another grenade, but you know what? That grenade by Max is just gonna end the story for this team. TES taken exit at 14th position.
Exactly. In just a whisker, we just saw two teams being eliminated. First was obviously by the courtesy of Team Chaos, and it was a time of Stalwart. So we just saw Stalwart holding the church area of Pochinki, but nobody expected this slam in and the aggression that they are into in this very first half of the game. And with that, they have not only secured some good kills, 4 kills already onto the name, and they are looking very strong. And this is a performance, this is a start that they were actually looking up for, because already they are aggressing towards the game. It's just the 12 minute 18 seconds, 18 kills into the name, and holding a good very area can be a match for them. And we are still waiting for that shift that maybe go towards the area of Rozok. We still have to wait for that. Okay, so still
Wow.
Pochinki, Rozok School, all the three big cities from the area of Erangel, from the map of Erangel, still contested. But look at that congestion on the western half of the circle.
Yeah, we can see a lot of teams on the western side of circle near ruins area. But you know what? Water City is also inside the circle. If the final circle is going to be near the Water City, I'll tell you one thing, Ankit, that is going to be lethal for every single team. Meanwhile, we had the airdrop in front of our eyes. We had it because right now we are just witnessing Stalwart just you know what, luring out another enemy. They spotted down one team, right? They spotted down the players of Pardesi Esports, right? Blitz hiding inside that compound. Snakes, he is still waiting for that perfect opportunity. That's the main thing. Right now in the previous fight, they were literally so good. They were so aggressive, but at this moment, they were waiting. They're like the venomous snake, just got prone down, waiting for his prey to come, and then he's just going to bite.
So this is not a good situation for the players of Pardesi Esports, but they know how to take and make the game for themselves. Because on the front line side, we have already seen Stalwart Esports just trying to pincet them down, and just because of that, the Pardesi Esports player, they are just trying to lurk themselves. They are just going for that prone in action. Just because of that, we saw one team that was trying to make a rotation from the backhand side. Apex Legend, they have already been punished. So a push that was seemingly possible from the sides of Apex Legend is now, it seems that they have been retaliated with some good hits.
Yeah, they are retaliating with some good hits, and we can see the kill confirmation is also there with the use of Molly. But right now we can see Umar he secured one kill, right? And that is literally very important for you right now. The players from Apex Legends, they are going for that fan out approach. The players from TeamXquetta hiding inside that squad house. But one grenade can knock out at least one player, right? One nade can knock out at least one player.
Maybe two if the two players are very close to each other. Talk about
Yeah.
the teams of think about that. Boneless and Arsenal onto the same area, and if a well cooked nade comes onto their side, then what will be the situation? How will the team react? How will the team panic, as we were talking about in the very first half of the game? Then they have to go for that the composed and calm approach. First, you have to suppress the player if they are trying to aggress, or you have to realign yourself just in order to dodge the grenade. But for now, four players are still holding that compound area, and you were mentioning about that the circle gets towards the area of Water City. We still have to wait for that, but the center, we have to wait for that. But teams are already into that, as the players from Rigel Stars again onto some players of Apex Legend, and it seems that the game for Apex Legend is not looking good, as already some of the players have been sent to the lobby.
Yeah, already some players they got eliminated. Meanwhile, Naruto X is the one who just got thrown down. Eddie just doing a lot of work. He is the one who secured at least one kill inside the Water City. But right now the zone is so far away from the Water City. These players they have to move inside the safe zone, 200 meters far away from the safe zone, so as the other teams who are still inside the Water City. Now, after 30 seconds, which team is going to survive? Which team is going to run for their life? It's the best
Okay.
question.
So if you see in the minimap, the circle has already gone away from them. That means 190-meter, and that is not a very less distance, because taking into the fact that circle has already made a fourth shift, that means already the teams will be waiting for them to make an entry, and they will be ready to welcome them. And not only that, we have already seen and witnessing that 4 or 5 teams are into that Water City. So it becomes important for teams like Rigel Stars that are just 2 men strong to not indulge into unnecessary fights and to be safe.
Yeah, to be safe. To be safe is the best thing right now. But Bunny already shot a lot of damage onto the one player of Team Chaos. Right now, it's literally a chaos between those teams who are moving inside the circle. Devil, what are you thinking? Right? Maybe should I lob a grenade? Oh no, I don't think so that this is going to work out. But what we can see, 3 teams in the same vicinity, in the same frame. Now 4 teams in a single frame.
Exactly, four teams joining the frame. We can see on the backhand side the Leopards and that compound and that warehouse that is held obviously by Team Chaos and Ridges being contested by the players from Pardesi Esports and one to the area of NFPxSky Esports. And it seems that all of these teams are just holding close to the edge of the circle. So it actually becomes important for all these teams because we have already seen that some teams will be rotating from the Water City side. And yes, we can see Apex Legends and team like TeamXquetta already from the Water City. So there might be a chance where all these teams that are holding the edge in the very open might get backstabbed, and just because of that, we can see more teams joining into the frame, and probably this is the game where we can see some more bloodsheds coming away, coming in our way.
Yeah, meanwhile, we can see that the revivals are gonna be there. The players from MerckESports also want to move inside the safe zone. Gully Boy surviving his teammate, but his helmet as well as his vest almost got 90% damage. But now the main thing is surviving is the most important thing. We still have 13 teams alive in the lobby. Gully Boy, I don't think so that grenade is just gonna do a job for you. Just at least jump and throw a grenade. Stalwart Esports coming to action. Cairo knocked out one player, and Pablo with another grenade knocked out one player too.
Yeah, Pablo is just not stopping with his Grenadier, and that title must go into his favor, and we have to still wait for that. But the way the players from NFP Esports are just trying to aggress to the players for Pardesi Esports, this might look deadly for them. But also, as Stalwart, they were holding a very good area. The area of school and those buildings and those swimming pools is a very good area to contest for. But with that nade, as we were just saying, Frost goes down as Gully Boy with his spot on nade, and look at that, all four players into that same area. One grenade can make it a game end for the players of Pardesi Esports.
Yeah, meanwhile, Ash, he has that Groza. The spray down some bullets, you can get some more knocks, but right now his teammates, they got knocked out. Ash now, he has one more job to do. First of all, revive his teammate, then he gonna take some fights. Meanwhile, we can see this team, Leopards, still holding this particular area, having a fight with the players of Team Chaos, but for how long? 25 seconds left after the blue zone's just gonna move in, then you have to move inside the safe zone. That grenade could be lethal. Lord Bitey, I think so he survived. He survived? Yeah, he survived.
But look at that, just 13 seconds and the circle will be approaching. The blue zone will superimpose to the area of the white circle, and soon we can see all these teams have to pay respect to zone, because we have already seen Rigel Stars going one by one down with the brand of the play zone. So be it any map, you have to pay respect to the play zone, and we can soon see these fights being trying to back off. But no, that M249 Scotch.
Whoa. Whoa, man, this man is literally so good. Scotch, come on! He knocked out. Kill confirmation is also there, but he has only one first aid kit, and he's just gonna apply that. Then he's gonna move inside his own cancer. He got knocked out while rolling down onto the ridge.
Exactly, Cancer had a very good angle for himself. He created the flank angle, but he did a mistake not just to pop in some smoke. And obviously, at this place, at this point, it happens because you don't have much of the time, because you have to take the fight and you have to take the fight successfully. And just because of that, some teams are being eliminated. But with that, it seems that Pardesi Esports are also on the back end side and are on the back foot. But Dark Paws are also facing some elevation. And look at that, the way the player from Stalwart has already made rotation and got stronghold of that big mountain and big ridge of the Roadhog. This is brilliant from them.
Yep, this is certainly brilliant from them, from their side. Cairo just converted one kill by bursting down one vehicle. 9 teams left in the lobby. Things will get literally chaotic here because teams are holding on the edge of the zone. They are on the edge of the safe zone. Ryanu knocked out one player. He has switched to AK. I'm just going to confirm that kill. Knock out one more player. He has only 9 bullets and he got it knocked out. Train is also there, but for how long he can survive?
That's the question. But Boneless also going down, and it is now all upon to the players on the shoulders of Muqaddar and Arsalan as they are being challenged by the players from Renegades. But for how long? Captain, the Soulman surviving, the only player, but Teddy after that heal up and with that meds might do some damage to the players of Stalwart that were holding a very good angle, very good position. But for now, the circle will make a shift. Can this circle favor the players of Stalwart? We have to still wait for that. But no, that circle has been denied, and I'm still waiting. How will all these teams will aggress? Because the moment they will get in the zone, there are other teams that are waiting for them. And look at that, Quetta already been pincered down, and the circle going into the favor of Stalwart Esports.
Yeah, the circle just favoring the players from Stalwart Esports. Teddy still holding. Renegades, they just secured only one kill, but they have to move inside the safe zone. Teddy spotted down one player, trying to knock him down. 30 bullets onto his bullets. M416 just gonna reload that. JD just dropped one smoke, but thrown down onto the ridge, onto the mountain. That's why he got knocked out.
Exactly, he just got knocked down. It seemed that JD after that elimination, Shazam has also gone down, but they are just not allowing. This has become a fight in its pride and its own, and they won't allow the players from Quetta to go into the zone. 5 kills already onto the name, 3 players. They are still strong, but the way they are just trying to rotate with that buggy, already one player is on the backhand side to give that cover fire, but will he be able? We'll have to wait for the, but Captain with that Uzi, he can do some damage, but Shazam from another angle takes down one player, and that will be the end of Renegades, and they become the 5th team to get eliminated. And with that, it seems that obviously one team, Quetta, that will be contesting the player of Stalwart Esports in a moment or two. And just because of that, we can see Pablo going down, and he has been looking phenomenal. 15 kills already onto the name. Oh my goodness.
Wow. This team is seriously doing a lot of stuff. Nadeem just going to lob some smokes so that he can make an extra cover. Right now, just moving inside the circle, spotted down one team, Stalwart Esports. The revival's got to be there. Stalwart Esports looking very strong. Cairo, he is still there. The revival is going to be there. Oh, Cairo knocked out one player. Nadeem also got knocked out. Stalwart Esports, they are unstoppable.
They are unstoppable because still one player still goes for the revival and it takes down the fight. Rolex has gone down. Now is the moment that he will be giving revival to rest of the teammate. But what a vibe already coming onto the way, and with that they will be securing more and more kills. But still, TeamXquetta looking very strong, holding that edge, and all of the teams are holding the edge. Talk about the teams of Quettaknigh, they are holding the edge. Talk about the team of Team Quetta, they are also holding the edge, and we can see the minimap. None of the teams are into the dead smack center, none of the teams are into the center, but we can see already one exclusive drop going down into that circle. But Cairo, can he secure one more kill? But already 19 kill, can he convert to 20 kills? That's the question, because he has already spotted Muqaddar, and this is now down to a 3v2 situation.
Yep, now it's a 3v2 situation. These are the only 2 teams surviving. Look at the position of Nickbeck. He's so far away. Just because of that, he could be spotted down very easily. Snacks is the one just gonna knock him down. Mars is the one. He got knocked out of the open. I don't think so that this team can survive for too long. Quettaknigh just doing their level best, but we know that Stalwart Esports, they are going to get this chicken dinner.
But the question is, how many kills already? Because we just saw 20 kills before the elimination, close to 20 kills before the elimination from the last players from the side of Cairo. And just because of that, this is a match, this was a start that Stalwart Esports was actually looking up for. And this might be very pleasing for them.
Yeah, this might be certainly be very pleasing for them. But the main thing is Ankit. How many kills other team got except Stalwart Esports, right? They were on a rampage, they were literally on a roll, but how many kills other teams got?
Yeah, exactly. We have to still wait for that. But some teams already got some good kills. Talk about the TeamXquetta holding the west side of Rosa, coming from that end where Stalwart Esports actually get the best out of them, and obviously eliminated the last player. But before that, also Team Quetta did manage to secure some good position placement points, because I guess they were the 3rd team to get eliminated. So obviously close to 10 points will be awarded to this team as a whole, and if they have secured 5 to 6 kills, so 16 point offer total if they get, that will be a decent to them number.
True.
But Rigel Stars, they fell down with the brunt of Blue Zone. We also saw some teams going down to the brunt of Blue Zone, but Renegades, they were completely pincered down, and with that we'll be straight away heading to the match ranking. 23 kills total of 23, and makes a total of 38 total points, Yuanch.
To be honest, you know what? That one team who were on the top with the highest amount of kills, the name was Arcadians. They secured 20 kills in a single match. Stalwart Esports were like, you know what? We are gonna break the record. We are gonna break every single thing. We are gonna break every single record. 38 total points. My oh my.
Is it more than the team that Arcadians that secured in the total points of? Okay.
This certainly is. So now we can say one thing. that if you want to stop this team, just don't drop near the same location they just dropped down. Right, that's the most important thing at this point.
Yep, that will be. And with that, Quettaknigh also getting a total of 20 points. And you were talking about the kill points. So Team Quetta also managed to get 6 point. Apex Legend did manage to get 2 points. And if we talk about all these teams, Rigel Stars, R3G Girls, MerckESP Esports, they still have to perform a top-notch performance, because obviously R3G Girls and MerckESP Esports, we have already seen in the total overall ranking that they are not in a very good position. They are not in that driving seat as we talk about, because sitting at the 9th, 10th or 11th position is not the place that any other team wants. So maybe this might be a game that let them help settle in the grooves, because they have secured not a very decent point, but obviously going out of the match without securing any point, it is still good to secure 3 or 2 points. So this might be the chance and point for them. And with that, the Oppo F19 Pro moments, and these were the early fights, the early skirmishes, and I guess Stalwart Esports gained their momentum obviously after eliminating the player of TeamTES out there.
Obviously, you know what, Scotch, he was the one who get knocked out literally. He can knock out a whole team in a single spray, but could not able to do that. Now
exactly.
The thing is how you are going to perform in other matches. You secure 23 kills from a single match, 38 points from a single match. How many points do you need now?
You have to wait for that, and that will be brought down to us when we get the total overall ranking. But this was the moment where obviously no fear. They were 3 men strong, trying to aggress to the players of Stalwart, but the way they kept themselves cool, the way they maintained their composure, that was brilliant, because at one point of time it was seeming that no fear would anytime eliminate the players from Stalwart Esports, because all of the players was down and it was the only player that was Snakes that was on his feet, but he just did manage to take the 1v1 fight. And with that, Stalwart Esports, you were talking about this team with that 38 points total, a jump of 78 total points straight away onto the top position, and NFPxSky Esports, a neck-to-neck competition.
Yeah, a totally neck competition between these 3 teams. But right now, if we talk about these 3 teams, the teams who are on the 3rd position, from 1st to 3rd position, they are on a different level right now. The teams who are on the 4th to 8th position, they are playing alongside them, just making sure that they're not going to lose any amount of points, or they are not going to lose their position. Basically, Leopards, they secured 2 chicken dinner, but still on the 6th position, they are looking pretty decent till now.
Yeah. Before this match, they were in the top 5, and with this TES, with that 1 point lead over them, they have gone down to 50 points. So Leopards, they have to be very much cautious, because we have seen in the last day, because some of the teams also trying to get the chicken dinner, also getting 2 chicken dinners into their name, might not be just enough, because you have to be consistent at the end of the day. And Quetta, so that point difference is not very much. If we see from 5th to 8th also, it is just of 7 points. And also if we compare from 5 to 1, there is not very much of point difference. So anytime if Leopard comes up with the same performance or close to the same performance that the players from one team did in the last match, and that was of Stalwart Esports, that can be very good for them. But look at that on second of the chart, Black Demons, MerckESP, Team Caos, R3G Girl, they just need to step up their game.
Yeah, they certainly need to step up their gameplay. But Black Demons, 38 total points, right? The team who is on the 8th position, they have, I think, so 43 total points. So,
exactly.
Yeah, they are not that far behind from them. 7 to 8 points lead. You just have to be consistent, right? The main thing is consistency is the key to, qualify for the phase 3. It rhymes. Woo! Finally, I'm just cracking some rhyming sentences, rhyming jokes. Like, you understand? Like, okay. He's giving an incredible expression. But back to the topic, and that is the next map. It is going to be Miramar. We all know that this map was quite slow. Miramar, I think that it is going to be more slow if we talk about according to the Erangel, basically. If we talk about.
Exactly, and with that, the next match will be straight away heading towards us. Before that, we'll just hit with a very short little break. Be right back.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, you know what I mean. We got a good thing going.
Welcome to Karakin. Today, let me guide you on an in-depth understanding of this 4-square-kilometer humble island. Before stepping into Karakin, you may have already heard about the intimidating Demolition Zone. In Demolition Zone, buildings will be destroyed into smithereens. But rest assured that today's tour will be a safe one. Karakin might be a small island, but the textile industry of the island works as a crucial financial support for the entire island. Our first attraction is Al-Haik. Al-Haik is a medium-scale town, and people who lived here refined pigments for a living. Then those pigments will be sent to Quettaknigh for dyeing. Skyscrapers are scarce in Al-Haik. Compared to other urban areas, there are fewer visitors here, which makes looting easier. It's a perfect choice for a team of 4 in search of adequate equipment supplies. We'll be walking by the sea, and our next attraction will be Quettaknigh, which serves as the port of importing raw materials of Karakin. Imported textiles are dyed in vats filled with multiple colors and distributed to the factories. If you want to choose this place as your landing spot, then it's recommended that 1 to 2 players in your team land in the containers area, as they can easily find combat supplies here, and head to the city to support their teammates. In the middle of our journey to Habar, we'll be passing by an enclosed warehouse. You will need to use sticky bomb to blast the walls that look less solid to get in. There's always something nice in here. But be careful, as one might not want to hide behind those walls during combat, because those unmaintained walls can be easily penetrated with just a touch, making you susceptible to attacks from enemies and exposing you to dangers. The next stop is Al-Habar, which is the largest urban area in Karakin. There are many residents, hence the numerous high-rising residences. No doubt this place will be a popular spot in the future. Our next attraction is the port city of Bar Shahir, which stores and exports goods of Karakin. This is the perfect spot to search for weapons, making it my personal favorite. Next up is the city of the West, Bashara. It was a city congested with residents, with tall buildings providing convenience in observing the surrounding movements. Just make sure not to lose your directions here. Our final destination is the cargo ship, located at the southwest corner of the map. This ship has been idle here for forever, and has already been abandoned. Yet there are still goods that remained here. However, due to the gigantic size of the cargo ship and the containers, this place no doubt becomes a place to rumble. Don't you feel the excitement already just thinking of it? Besides these urban areas, Karakin also houses many such little buildings. Rumor has it that there's another passage beneath these buildings, as well as a huge space beneath Karakin. Well, it's up to you, believe them or not. Alright, your Karakin tour is now closing its curtains. Looking forward to seeing you next time. Yeah, we got it, we did it! I know you'll be there for me.
I'll always be here.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Welcome back, guys, again to PUBG Mobile Campus Championship Pakistan region. And this whole event is sponsored by Oppo F19 Pro. Book up your phone. My name is Ankit, and once again, joining alongside me is Phoenix Shivansh. How are you, my friend?
I am confused and excited because right now we have the plane path. Why I'm confused? Just because of this plane path, because this is the first time I witness a plane path dividing Miramar map completely, literally, completely equally into two equal halves. Wow, this is so
Exactly.
beautiful. This is literally so beautiful. But if we talk about the plane path, it's starting from the southeastern side of Los Leones towards the northwestern side of La Cabrera. So teams literally can go to their favorite drop location. If it screws the well up, yeah, things will might get difficult for you. But if you can able to find one vehicle, yeah, then you can easily go there.
So yeah, these are the moments. These are the ways you can actually traverse yourself, because obviously some cities might be glidable, non-glidable, depending upon the on the flight path. But obviously you'll have a plan B, you have a secondary drop location as per se, because we have already seen all these teams colliding and gliding to the area, and then we might see some contestation, because already one team will be on that city, and they might get contested just because the second team is not able to go to their favorite drop location, because the flight path is already not helping them. But I would like to see a circle concentrated to the area of El Pozo, maybe Crater Field. But okay, it is, but it is also not, because sooner or later of the second shift, it will go out of the play. But taking center as a Chumasera, this circle is a very good circle.
Yeah, I agree with the point. Because Chomasera is a type of area in this type of circle, it is going to stay inside the circle till the fourth and the fifth zone. But after that, what you are going to do, right? What you are going to do if the circle is going to move to the Ladria side, or we can see Ladria side, or we can see Montenegro side, then you have to be focused where you are going to stop.
Exactly, but one team is just not stopping for now, as the players from Quettaknigh, they are just trying to pincer them down. The players of Team Chaos onto the Hacienda del Patron, and it seems that these teams have been contested. But MerckESports are also into that same vicinity, and just because of that, we can see some of the players going down. So trade-offs has already been made, and we can see Dick Big onto that back angle, just trying to heal himself down. Does he have the first aid? It seems that maybe he has, and he was just trying to inject the syringe. Yes, he has that first aid, and now it is again on a stalemate situation. But no, from the backhand side, Jersey coming into the fight and taking one more down, and now Quettaknigh, they might be on the back foot, because the players from the MerckESport, they are just not trying to stop. They're just not trying to give any off angle, any breathing space from where they can make the most of the situation, and some punching actions just to finish things off in style. And it seemed that Arif and Doc, the two players surviving from their side.
Yeah, Arif and Doc are the only two players surviving from their side. But right now, Arif, ooh, he just take down one team. Wow.
What
We
was
just
that?
witnessed. Literally, I told you, Thompson, best gun in close range.
Exactly. At one point, Quettaknigh were in lead. They did manage to get the knock, but what did just happen? Thompson 1v1 fight. Okay, so this was a fight that could have gone into the favor of Quettaknigh, but they just lose the momentum even after securing the early knock. So obviously you have to be careful, because if you have bruised some players, some teams down, they are gonna sometimes hit you back really very hard. And this time it went into the way of MerckESport. But Stalwart Esports, it seems that they are also in a bit of some troublesome situation, as Bad Bunny, we can already see he's just trying to heal himself off, and Quetta. So in the last game, we saw Stalwart and Quetta going in the very last circle in the very last fight. This time, they are just trying to engage in the very first half of the game. Just in the 4 minutes 16 seconds of the game, one team already eliminated, and the second team, maybe they are on the crosshair of one team.
Yep, they are. They certainly are. But I just want to ask one question from you, Ankit. Right now, we just witnessed that one team literally eliminated another team by using those Thompsons, right? Those SMGs. Are they going to continue with that loadout, or they are going to switch to some other guns?
So it might depend on the way all these teams go for this, but I don't think so that all these players, all these teams would go for that Thompson meta throughout the game. We have seen in some of the tournaments in the past where the teams might have gone for that, but till now, all the games that I have watched and all the games that I have been casting, I haven't seen Thompson meta or the SMG's meta in the last part of the game. And obviously, in the very early half of the game, you just go for that rudimentary loot, and if you have to take the fight, you have to go with that SMG, even if if that is in your hand, even if a pistol is in your hand, you have to go for that fight. You just cannot give reason that just because I'm having pistol, just because I'm having SMGs in my hand, if I don't have any gun of 7.62 or 5.56, I cannot go for that fight. But obviously, the team, if they aggress toward the later half of the game, they would surely love to change the games. But with the way smoke have been popped in the front of from Stalwart Esports, it seems that they are just trying to engulf the players from TeamXquetta, and we have already seen one player and two players being knocked down from their side.
Stalwart Esports, to be honest, they are not stopping. In the previous match, they secured some kills. And right now, in this particular match, we just hit the 6-minute mark and they already have one kill. Pablo, look out for your sidelines. You could be taken down. But no, they are aware of this fact that there's one player just on hiding onto the sidelines.
Exactly, but still the players are just trying to realign, reposition again and again. But look at that circle has already gone away with it. But the thing that you were mentioning about Pablo, you have to be cautious. But this is a thing that Ursulan should have done in order to get that knock, because for 2 seconds, close to 2 seconds or 3 seconds, Pablo was quite in the open, and with that nade, he has also again did some damage. But with that, Boneless has also been pincered down. But a trade knock comes into his side as Arslan has taken him down. But from another angle, that jump from Cairo, he has done a pretty decent amount of damage onto the player, and this is a dent, a serious dent already onto the players of TeamXquetta.
Yep. Meanwhile, we can see one thing. The Stalwart Esports, they are just leading the charge. They are just leading the fight. They got a good hold on this fight. They are in an advantageous situation because there's the last man surviving. I think so. He's pretty far away. But Bunny, can he able to take him down? Could he able to knock him down? Could he able to eliminate the whole team? Still a question.
He will eventually, and Boneless, it seems that he will bleed out soon. But Cairo and Snakes, they are still trying to figure out all the possible action, all the possible direction. But had that time Pablo been knocked out before he was actually being knocked out in the very first trial, in the very first attempt, things could have been different, because he was out in the open for a very long time. But it seems that Muqaddar will be isolated himself and he has to retreat. But will the player from Stalwart Esports allow them? That is a question that will be answered. But I don't think that Stalwart Esports player would give them any second chance.
I don't think so. I totally agree with your point. Meanwhile, Stalwart,
Exactly.
you know what? They lost one player, right? So now they are gonna play with a 3-man lineup, as you just mentioned. But I don't think that the aggression, they are not going to stop the aggression, because if you don't have one player, it doesn't matter that you are going to stop. You are going for those kills, but that one player is still surviving. He's still surviving Muqaddar. He's still surviving. I think so. He's just going to receive some amount of damage from the blue zone. And this is a first zone. This is not huge, right? This is not that huge. You are not going to receive huge amount of damage, but you are going to receive some decent amount of damage onto you.
Exactly, that damage will not be significant as compared to the damage that the second zone gives. But Muqaddar, he's just trying to, if we can see, the cursor has already been moving. That means Muqaddar just trying to loot as many as medics and painkillers and bandages in order to survive him till the last. And the only strategy that I can see from himself to be executed is just to go for that placement points, and this will be a move that will be executed. But also other teams have to go into the zone and talk about this team. Some real good action. Okay, this is not the way you have to drive, because the terrain just not allows you. But some teams are actually helping them up, and whoa, okay, that was a nice move.
Yep, that certainly was a nice move, and we still have 14 teams alive. 50 players are still there. Second zone is going to close in, but you know, the Ronnie truck sometimes it's slow and it got stuck
Again. Okay.
Rolex was like,
Oh, my
what
friend,
I
come
just
from the back. Help me get out
yeah,
of here.
come on, come here. I am not in a good situation. I need your help, guys. I really need your help. I say like, what just happened? My Ronnie truck just got stuck in the open.
Exactly. The terrain actually doesn't support you if you drive very carelessly and you are not cautious enough. But look at that, 4 kills already onto the name of MerckESports, and they are looking very strong. And this is a game that they actually wanted, because in the first game they did falter down, and in this off map we have seen many a times team just outshining everyone else and each one else in this map. Maybe if this can be a game for them, and we have already seen, beat the map of Miramar, beat the map of Sanhok. Teams do shine. Teams do shine.
Yeah, team certainly shine, because you know what? Right now, Miramar map is very different from every single match. Yeah, every single map is certainly different. But in Erangel, you can hide inside the bushes, just like Sanhok. You can hide inside the bushes, as well as if you got thrown down, players cannot able to spot you down. It's not an easy task. But in Miramar, it's a totally barren land. If you're going to prone down into an open area, you could be spotted down very easily.
Yep, you will be, and you'll be certainly taken down. And it seems that the player from No Sympathy are denied for any sympathy, but the players from Leopards are very much aligned towards the players of TeamXquetta, that they were already looking not very strong. And with that, it seems that the players have some been eliminated, and Scotchy doesn't even have a level 1 helmet, so he just need to get some good loot. And just because of that, we can see Cancer being eliminated, Hit Kid being eliminated from another side. 2 players are already being knocked in the same area, but Devil, if he spots Markor in the same area, he can also be pincered down if he just peeks in with that good action from that good angle. AKM with that 4x, maybe some tap shots, 1 or 2 shots. If he gets connected on the head, it can be a detrimental situation for them.
It certainly can be detrimental, but you know what? The cover, the backup is here. Alian, why am I not able to knock him down? But he's just going to try his best, because we can see that Wako is also there. Just want to confirm that kill. Players just breathing out slowly and steadily. Cancer, I don't think so. The revival is going to be there, but what just happened? He is going to revive his teammate? Whoa. He is literally surviving on only 1% HP. The kill confirmation is also there. That was a really cooked and perfectly. That was literally a precise grenade, basically.
Yes, that was. But look at that, Mukaddar also available in the same vicinity. Does he know that a fight is actually panning out in the surface? But from another angle, the players from Leopard are joining into the frame. So third party situation is very much preempted, and was preempted because some of the teams were just trying to engage. And now is the time. Mukaddar from TeamXquetta all alone in this game is just trying to get some fights, and from the backhand side we can already see some of the teams have been eliminated.
Yeah, some of the teams have been eliminated. Whoa, that grenade was so good. Devil, come on. One more grenade. You can knock out Headkit. Oh, the grenade was so far. Could not able to do that. Hitkit just going to heal himself up. His vest got 50% damage. Hitkit receiving some amount of damage from another angle. We can see the players from Quettaknigh. They were so good that one player just going to need to charge and other player is going to give them a backup. And whoa, he knocked him down, but he also got eliminated.
Because of Mukaddar, and Mukaddar was already on the area. He had that hawk's eye, he had that preempted position. But look at that fight that is happening on the western side. We can see team RGL, Rigel Stars already into the action. Team like R3G Girls, they just need to outshine to actually outshine others. Teams like BD, they are just trying to retreat from the southern side, and this is a good move from their side, because they have already realized, and this is a good call from them. If they take themselves out of this fight, this can be certainly a good move. But the way Demon is just trying to approach towards to the area, we can see a clash sooner or later, because he is very close to the players of R3G Girls, and we have seen the Divas playing out a very good game.
Yeah, the team was certainly playing very good game. Meanwhile, the clash is also the run is also there from the side of Team Chaos, MerckESports. They are in a bit of trouble. Come on, Mars, knock out one player. No, he got knocked out. Cardiff just couldn't confirm that kill. The kill confirmation was so early.
Exactly, and with that 5 kills already onto the name, Arif still trying to hold that compound, but obviously one team MerckESP, they have to make the game. I have again time and again said that this can be a game for them. So they are looking very strong. Tala is just not allowing any player to survive and flourish in that vicinity. Jaideep also with that very aggressive push. It is because of that he would also take one player down. He has to be very much cautious. If he just gets in the open to finish off this player, he might receive some shots, but no. He was successful in taking one more player down, and this brings down, it seems that only 2 players are surviving from the sides of Team Chaos, and maybe we can see a back off going out from that side. And yes, this is a good decision, but the moment they take a back off plan, one team is already in the same vicinity, and if they cross this ridge, if they cross this area, if they cross this hill, they might receive some more shots. But before that, the player from MerckESP, they are just not allowing to happen that.
Yep, they certainly are not allowing to happen that to go for that situation. I mean, well, Ninja just going to lob grenade onto them. I don't think so that grenade is just going to dish out some amount of damage, but yeah, it's still good. Like, it's still good. Lord Whitey just boosting him up. He is ready for the fight, but you have to end this fight early because you have to move inside the safe zone too.
Exactly. It is a 2v3 situation going into the favor of MerckESP, but look at that. The fight is still in that stretched, I would say, approach, because still the players from Leopard have not backed off. And look at that. After the Hellseas trade, obviously one player has fallen on from the sides of Leopards, and that is because of Bunny has been knocked down. Beesma also, she's coming into the fight and taking more and more player down, but the R3G girls coming into the action. Blitz goes down, but Frost takes with the cover fire, and just because of that, a nade finishes things off for Bunny. And it seems that Leopards, it is the only player from themselves, and that is of Scotch. But for how long? That's the question, because Gully Boy, he knows already that one player is holding that off angle, but he has also realized that one team, that is of Black Demon, is just trying to make a rotation from that side, because he had heard the sound of vehicular movement. But still Scotch, and it seems that he doesn't have any first aid.
Oh my, this is not a good thing. Oh, that was so good. You know what, Ash? Uzi, I told you, man, SMGs are the best thing. SMGs is in the meta. SMG is the best thing you can use right now. But the question is still same. How teams are going to move inside the zone, because NF and Stalwart, these teams are still holding the center of the circle.
Exactly, 3 teams, R3G, No Fears, STE, that is of Stalwart, RNG, are holding the dead smack center, and we can see some compounds already into that area. But look at that, a good rotation coming from sides of R3G, but the way the player from Rigel Stars are just trying to move in, at any point they can be taken off guard in the open, because already on the western side we can see a fight being erupted between them and the players of Apex Legends.
Yeah, the fight is also there. Meanwhile, the players from Rigel Stars versus Apex still the rage is dividing them. Oma just knocked out one player. My, that mini 14 was so good. We can say the players are just throwing down in the open area, making those busts as a cover. Spurs down, that was a really good thing, because Hanan, he has a mini 14 with an 8x, but he could not able to spot down the enemy easily.
Yep, this is a thing, man. We have seen time and again mini 14s coming into action, and DMRC, it actually becomes important, because the players do rely onto these guns, onto these meta, because if you eventually connect even 1 or 2 tap shots of mini or SKS of SLR, you can maximize the damage. But Apex Legends just trying to make an entry into zone, they have been retaliated and reacted by the players from Rigel Star. They are not allowing them, but they have already destroyed destroyed their vehicles, and now is the moment that they have to go into the zone with their just on their foot.
Yeah, right now they have to move inside the zone, and the main thing, if you want to move inside the zone, you just got forced to take some fights. And Apex, what do you think? Which team is going to win the fight? The team who is right now lobbing the grenades is players from Rigel Stars, but the grenades not working out from the side of Apex Legends too. So it's a literally a stalemate situation for both the teams.
Exactly, and in that situation also R3G girls from the southern side, they have made a successful entry with the availability and the intact of all 3 players. They are looking very strong. Circle has again gone away from themselves. This is a situation, this is a thing that is not going to them in any ways, because we have seen them rotating again and again. But I'll be really looking up for them. But a nade has already been lobbed on from the sides of Eddie. That means one player has already been brought down, and Apex Legend, they might crumble up. But look at that. that, also one Team Chaos on the right hand side, they might go for this backstab situation, and obviously one Team Apex Legend, they have to be very much cautious. But one more knock already onto the Nem, and the Nemesis, now is the time. Rigel Stars are also facing the heat.
Yep, Rigel Stars, they certainly are facing the heat at this moment. The Naruto exported down one there. Come on, some more bullets. You can knock down some players. But on the other side, we can see the kill feed. Ash he is not stopping. He is looking so good with his plan. But the main thing is, right now it's time to stay focused. It's time to go aggressive while staying focused.
Yep, you have to be, and look at that, the way the players and the divas from R3G girls are trying to maintain the calm and composure. This is looking very good for them, and they have not only managed to secure 2 kills, they have also managed to eliminate all the players coming from that side. And look at that, they have cleared the back, and this is the basic that we talk about. If you clear your back, the only threat that persists in your front line, that is to eliminate the players on your front line. And these girls, these divas know how to do that, how to execute that. And just because of that, we might see some more knocks, some more thing going into the favor. But I'll be really interested to see if the again circle shift goes away from them, how would they make their entry. But already we can see the players from TES have their crosshair alliance onto the players of R3G girls, so they have to be very much cautious onto these angles.
Yeah, they have to right now. But one thing that Alian, he spotted down the last man surviving from the side of MerckESports. But Muqaddar is still surviving. That's what
Exactly.
I'm talking about right now. Muqaddar, he is still surviving, and you know what? He can be the surprise factor for this team. No fear.
Exactly, he can be the surprise factor, but kudos to the soul guy surviving from the side of TeamXquetta, because from being eliminated at the very first spot, he has brought to a position where he might get some more placement points if he just waits and holds on for 3 or more teams to get eliminated. And this will be a thing that can go in their favor, and if that happens, the team as a whole might be very much impressed.
True. R3G girls with 3 men strong, confirmed 3 kills, but right now they need more. This is the 5th circle. Team TES, they are 130 meters far away from the zone. Sometimes 130 meters is not a big number, but in the 5th circle, it's literally huge. Now you have to move inside the circle while not engaging in a single fight. This is an open circle, so we are going to witness a multitude of open fights. Frost, come on, you're safe. Oh, Blitz is the one just going to confirm that kill. Hanna just got knocked out by Bisma. So R3G girls, they are also receiving some amount of damage.
Exactly, because I was talking about the same thing, and the circle has gone away not only to the players of R3G girls, as it has also gone away from the players and the compound that the TES were holding. For now, Frost and Blitz are surviving. Manahel has already been eliminated, and Bisma's survival is very much important. But Muqaddar is doing some serious damage. He's already taken down 2 players. Now it is only down to 1 player surviving from No Fair. And you were talking about the surprise factor. Here is the surprise. The last player surviving from his side. Can this nade do the damage? But from both inside, the nade goes down. But no, Muqaddar has faced the most of the brunt from that damage, and still it is a 1v1 situation. Can Muqaddar pull things out? And yes, he does. 5 kills already onto the rim. And not only just that, he will just have to go into the zone. Just 18 minutes. Can this be a game for this lad and as a whole team?
Muqaddar, TeamXquetta, the player from TeamXquetta, risen from the ashes, take down a whole team with his incredible performance, secured decent amount of points. This player is, right now, I am sure, for me, he's the MVP.
It was
No
a
doubt.
shocker for me as well also, because the way they eliminated the teams and the player, that was impeccable, that was clinical, that was flawless.
Yeah, that was flawless, and if we want to witness a flawless finish, right now you have to be prepared for this open circle. You have the cover of those trees, you can make cover of those vehicles, but you have to be careful for those players who are going to do a run over, right? We know run over are literally common in these open circles.
Yup. We have seen some runovers in the very last circle, and just because of that, some teams do have their vehicle, and with that, they can make a movement. But look at that, Bad Bunny has already spotted down, because just a moment back we just saw a blinder being turned into the favor of TeamXquetta, and he knows that one player is already there. All he can do is just to lob in some nade, some molly, just in order to flash him off and to eliminate. But look at that. Now with the time, he has not only revealed himself properly, but with that jump shot, brilliant IQ gameplay coming up from the sides of Stalwart Esports. And just because this is the reason they secured the last game, Chicken Dinner, this can also be a game, because they have to go into zone, and just because of that, they have been constantly being punished. But one team also on the receiving end, and that is of Dark Paws.
Dark Force, they are not looking that good. Meanwhile, we can see the players from Team Chaos also moving inside zone. Team Chaos very close to the players of Team TES. Team TES, they just lost one player. They are 3 men strong. Wrecker, come on, this grenade. Ninja, he got knocked out. The kill confirmation is not there. I think so. The nade is quite far away from him. Lord Whitey spotted down Cairo, dished out 40 damage. But you revealed your position too, my friend. And Ninja's kill confirmation zone. Hanan, whoa, knocked out Bunny with the red dot.
Exactly, just a pixel being spotted, and the way these players are impressing me, this is absolute phenomenal from their side.
Yeah, this is literally phenomenal. But right now we can see that one player, Stalwart Esports, that one player, he is hiding behind that airdrop, collecting the loot from the airdrop. So now he has a fresh level 3 loadout. Stay away from him, otherwise he's just going to eliminate a whole team.
Exactly, and we still wait for that. But Cairo, he is holding a M16, and it seems that he's also having that M416 in his hand. But for now, Hanan can be on the receiving end, as he has received some of the damage, a chip damage of 23 straight onto his name, as a nade was pretty well cooked onto his name. Had there been no cover because we can see that a cover has already been made with the destruction of that vehicle, things could have been different for them, because then the nade would have been very close to his body.
Yeah, the nade would have been very close to his body, but right now he is still surviving, just boosting him up on to 75% health. And this is the perfect movement, because when your opponent is looking is vulnerable from every single angle, you should take him down. Hanan again received 80 damage, it's brought down to only 20% HP. Okay, Hanan still on 75% HP. He has a lot of first aid kits. It's a stare down competition. And in just a couple of minutes, it is going to convert it into a Mexican standoff.
Exactly, 8 kills already onto the name of Stalwart Esports. A nade was cooked very close to the players of Stalwart Esports, and just because of that, we can see them being unsettled. Also follow-up nade. He is just surviving on that edge. He is just living on this edge. One more nade, and it can be more destructive. But now Snacks know where the players are actually lying, and he knows the trajectory from the nades are actually coming. But what was that?
He was literally surviving every single grenade lob onto him. But right now we can see Cairo just knocked out one player, and now it's 3v2 situation. Team TES, they secure a good position right now, the top 2 for them, but they need second dinner. They need 15 placement points and some kill points. Blue Zone's just going to force Bunny to move inside the circle. 35 meters, 30, 27, 26, 25, 23, 20 meters. He is very cautious about this. Wrecker receiving some damage.
Exactly, but one player has also been traded off from the sides of Stalwart Esports. Cairo and Bunny are the 2 men surviving, but look at that, the number of smoke that they have popped in. Obviously, Snacks will be given a revival, but the nade, it seems that no. That's still a smoke. But the way they have impaired the vision, this is a brilliant strategy coming from them. Stacks is onto his feet, but no, Cairo goes down. This is down to 2v2 situation where Lovely and Wrecker are the sole men surviving. But from the sides of Stalwart Esports, Bunny and one more player is still surviving. From the left hand side, he was not able to manage. And one more chicken dinner going on to the name of Stalwart Esports. A very deserved chicken dinner, and this must taste delicious to them.
To be honest, TeamTES, they performed so well. Muqaddar especially, he was literally healing himself up as well as running. They were so good. But Stalwart flexed just because of that off angle, just because of that backstab, just because of that smoke. It gave them it gave them a cover, right? It just worked out as a cover. But at the end, we know Stalwart Esports, another chicken.
Yup, one more chicken dinner, and with this it seems that maybe they were holding the #1 position because NFPxSky were on to the second, and now is the time that where they will be looking to secure more and more lead and to contest for the first position. But a very good match back to back again. An off match chicken dinner is always a good thing if it goes into the way. Obviously, we have seen Stalwart Esports performing better and better every day when they step into the map and the battleground of Erangel, but chicken dinner in the map of Miramar, this needs effort, and they were looking very strong.
They are literally putting a lot of efforts in every single game. In the Erangel map, they secured a huge amount of kills, 23 total kills.
Exactly.
In this map, they also secured, I think, 11 total kill points. So now, if you are getting 10 to 15 kill points in every single match, then you know what? Your gun power is insane at this moment.
Yeah, exactly. And the way the player from TES, they were just trying to impair the vision, to block the vision, to create a blockade if any sort of aggression was coming in from their side. But the thing that Stalwart Esports did well in the situation that they let their one player to stand in that same smoke area, and they allowed other player to station and to rotate from the left hand side of the smoke, and just because of that they were able to secure a 11 kill chicken dinner. Obviously 26 points in the last game, they secured 38 point, a bit less, but still a chicken dinner is a chicken dinner. And Team Caos also doing good. TES with that total of 16 points. MerckESports, they are anyhow managing some good total point, and now is the time I can see NFPxSky Esports, just because they have secured 7 points. Stalwart Esports must be looking to bypass them anyhow in the next game also.
True. R3G Girls also a good game from their side,
Exactly.
right? They secured 6 total points, and let's see how many points the team secured who are on the second page of the match ranking. But after this perfect match, we are going to witness the overall ranking too. After the opening moments, obviously we are going to witness the overall ranking, and we'll get to know that which team is safe and which are the teams who are in a bad situation right now.
Yep, we will get to see, but it is for sure that Leopards, they just need to up their ante, because before this game we saw them on the 6th spot with this 4 points. Will this be enough to help them secure at least that the 6th position? We have to still wait for that, but teams like Rigel Stars, Black Demons, I'll be surely waiting for them to perform very good, because some of the teams like R3G Girls have already started performing good, and these are the Oppo F19 Pro moments in the area of Hacienda del Petron. In the city of Hacienda del Petron, we saw some teams being eliminated, and this was a fight where Stalwart Esports had the better of TeamXquetta.
Yep, and you know what? This was a perfect start for team Stalwart Esports. They know how to eliminate some team, but this was an interesting match too. This was an interesting match fight, right? If you have a cover, if you have the height advantage, doesn't mean that you're gonna take down those players who don't have this similar advantage you have. But we can see the players are literally so good. This was the 5th circle, and we all know that 5th circle, it was an open circle. Players would literally they have to run into the open, and just because of that, teams they want to make cover of those vehicles, and just because of that they got punished. Right now we can see this was the last fight, and the Stalwart, that smoke literally worked out for them.
Exactly, it worked out for them, and just because of that, we are heading with the overall ranking after Game 7. Game 7 marks the entry for Stalwart Esports to secure that century mark. 104 already onto the name, 2 chicken dinners back to back, and these all 2 chicken dinners have come in this very 2 game for this day. And NFPxSky Esports with 84 total points. Quettaknigh also enjoying a very good position, but look at that, Leopards falling down one by one because they have been trespassed by TeamXquetta. No Sympathy is also looking very good. But I'm still waiting for the divas from R3G Girls to make an entry on the top half of the chart, and there it is.
Yeah, there it is. We have the second page of the overall ranking. Renegades. Oh, they slipped down to 9th position. MerckESports on the 10th position with 44 points. Black Demons. Okay. This is not looking good for these teams.
Exactly, not also for R3G Girls, because they were able to take down some fights. They made a good rotation, but still it was not enough for them, because they have also not been able to get into the top of the chart, but also not able to secure the last position that they had, because they have also slipped down much more down, and this can be a game that they might find themselves up in.
Yeah, this can be the game, because now it's going to be the Erangel map, right? We all know that every player, every PUBG player, doesn't matter if you're a competitive player or a casual player or a streamer, you start your journey by playing Erangel. You know every single area of Erangel. I know that how many parts the building have. Don't ask me. Okay, not sure. But the main thing is, I know how many parts building have. So we all know that where you can get decent amount of loot, where you can get a simple amount of loot, but how you're going to get the chicken dinner, that's the best thing.
Exactly, that is completely a different thing, and just because of that, we have to wait for that, because all the actions will be unfolding on the other side of this break. Stay tuned, guys. Be right back.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Welcome to Karkin. Today, let me guide you on an in-depth understanding of this 4-square-kilometer humble island. Before stepping into Karkin, you may have already heard about the intimidating Demolition Zone. In Demolition Zone, buildings will be destroyed into smithereens. But rest assured that today's tour will be a safe one. Karkin might be a small island, but the textile industry of the island works as a crucial financial support for the entire island. Our first attraction is Al-Haik. Al-Haik is a medium-scale town, and people who lived here refined pigments for a living. Then those pigments will be sent to Quettaknigh for dyeing. Skyscrapers are scarce in Al-Haik. Compared to other urban areas, there are fewer visitors here, which makes looting easier. It's a perfect choice for a team of 4 in search of adequate equipment supplies. We'll be walking by the sea, and our next attraction will be Quettaknigh, which serves as the port of importing raw materials of Karkin. Imported textiles are dyed in vats filled with multiple colors and distributed to the factories. If you want to choose this place as your landing spot, then it's recommended that 1 to 2 players in your team land in the containers area, as they can easily find combat supplies here, and head to the city to support their teammates. In the middle of our journey to Habar, we'll be passing by an enclosed warehouse. You will need to use sticky bomb to blast the walls that look less solid to get in. There's always something nice in here. But be careful, as one might not want to hide behind those walls during combat, because those unmaintained walls can be easily penetrated with just a touch, making you susceptible to attacks from enemies and exposing you to dangers. The next stop is Habar, which is the largest urban area in Karkin. There are many residents, hence the numerous high-rising residences. No doubt this place will be a popular spot in the future. Our next attraction is the port city of Bar Shahir, which stores and exports goods of Karkin. This is the perfect spot to search for weapons, making it my personal favorite. Next up is the city of the West, Bashara. It was a city congested with residents, with tall buildings providing convenience in observing the surrounding movements. Just make sure not to lose your directions here.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Hello guys and welcome back again to PUBG Mobile Campus Championship Pakistan region, and this whole event is sponsored by Oppo F19 Pro. Book up your fun. My name is Ankit and joining alongside me is again Phoenix Shivan. So what are your expectations from this match in this Erangel? Because back-to-back two chicken dinners into the name and into the team of Stalwart Esports, they must be high on the confidence and the morale because they are finding themselves in the top of the chart in the first position. And with that, we are heading straight away to that flight path, but you're still yet to reveal with the expectations, Shivansh.
I have high expectations from the teams who are on the second page of the leaderboard, at least who have the chance to qualify for the phase 3. But this was the third game, and let's see how they are going to perform. Because if we talk about the flight path, first of all, it's starting from the Lipovka and just end towards the southwestern side of military base.
Exactly, the flight path clearly dominating on the southern side and closest to the southern side on the eastern half of the circle. That means the city on the northern side or on the western side, that is Georgiopol, Rozhok. It seems a bit tough to glide, but I'll be interested to see how the teams actually aggress to the area, to the southern island, that is of military base or Novorupnoy. But I can see 3-4 teams dropping from the area of prison Lipovka to Yasnaya Polyana. That maybe if a circle, just imagine, goes away from them to the area of Georgiopol, Zarki, Ruins Hospital, Gatka, they will be in a sort of trouble.
Yeah, they will certainly will be in sort of trouble. But you know what? You should know how you can get out of trouble. You should know how you can disengage from the fight. If we're talking about disengaging from the fight, Leopards were like, no, we are gonna engage in some fight. It seems like they lost one player so early.
This was bound to happen if you have so many teams colliding in the same location, same area of Yasnaya, and this is bound to happen. But we have to still wait for the visuals to let's see how these teams are actually panning out. But look at that, Rigel Stars going to the area of Primos. This is gonna be a long venture for them
Sure.
in the air.
Yeah, you know what? This is certainly going to be a long journey for them. But what we can say is teams Rigel Stars, right? They were good in the previous match, but that one player Muqaddar, he is so good. He is so good. He was so good, right? In the previous match, and he's so good right now too because they just landed near the Pochinki area.
Exactly, and that is of TeamXquetta because Muqaddar, he has played decently well in the past also. In the last game also, we just saw him eliminated doing 1v3 against No Fear, where it was a situation where any player, any team would crumble down. But time and again, we have said about and we talked about, you just need to maintain the calm and the composure. How strict the condition becomes, and for now it's in a Leopard, they have to hold their nerves because they have already been brought down to Cancer and Bunny OP, the two men surviving. But look at that again on the city of Lipovka, two teams almost with the same color with the same aggression, with the same intention. Can they collide? And it seems that Mars has already made the first dent as they are looking strong against the players of Apex Legend.
Yeah, they are. They certainly are. Meanwhile, we can see the players are just charging on to the players who got knocked out. Team Chaos literally want to make a Chaos. SKS coming into action. Zaha, my oh my, come on, you have to confirm that kill. And yep, he did that too.
And yes, with that, Apex Legend already brought down to the level. Taha! Umar has made that dent and he has made him prize because he was very much in the open. Now it is all upon to the players from Apex Legend. The two players still surviving, but one player is in that compound, but realizing that fact that he has been charged in, he has been spotted down. He's just trying to aggress, but no, in 1v1 he just tried to take him down, but no, Mars striving him down back, and with that it seems that one player is still surviving from Apex Legend, and that is Umar. But for how long, that is a question that will be answered, because the way Mars is just trying to align the crosshair, he already know the pinpoint position of Umar.
Yeah, this is the best. This is the best he can do right now. I think so. The last man surviving, Umar, he is literally running for his life. Ninja. Okay, will you able to spot him now? Can you able to spot him now? Yep, and he is going to finish him off too. The first team got eliminated. We saw Jade. Okay, I think so. Jaydeep is the one who got knocked out by taking fall damage.
Yup, it does happen. It does happen. If you just eject yourself, if you just jump off that running vehicle, the physics is gonna work you out, and you will get the fall damage. And just because of that, one player has been knocked down. I hope he will get the revival as soon as possible. But did I just see pistol coming into action?
Oh yeah, you are right. You are right. We, as well as viewers, with the same thing. Oh, not knocked out, but with the Uzi. Come on, he get knocked out. Another, but that you can't escape. You can't. But you know what? That was seriously amazing.
But where is the reinforcement? The bigger question is, where is the reinforcement? Because on the other hand side, we can see TES already onto the side, taking the fight against the players of MerckESports. What are you doing, man? Your best player from your side, Hanan, the player who was close to doing that 1v2 situation, he eventually knocked the two players down on that 1 HP. He should have deserved some better cover, some better reinforcement as for now, because the players from TES are already less equipped with the loot, because we can see shotguns already onto their hand.
Yeah, right now.
And
Shotgun-
maybe this is the reason that he didn't get the cover fire.
Yeah. Because shotgun, you can literally use that gun in close range fights. You can not able to use this gun in middle range fight as well as long range fights. So yeah, the limitations are there. But right, if you're talking about limitations, the teams who are on the eastern side of the zone, they have to move inside the circle. Otherwise, they could be the one who be taken down.
They can be taken down, but look at that onto the area of nowhere of Nai. Some players are already present there on the very extreme half of the circle, and I am concerned about the rotation, because R3G girls, they might be waiting for them if they have done the homework pretty well. They have played a lot of Erangels from the area, from the game one. They have played a lot of Erangel against each other. But look at that, some teams holding that extreme city. The area of Zerki is being contested, and where do you think the circle will make a shift with that second shift? Maybe.
Well, maybe I think so, near the Quettaknigh area or near the southern side of the Georgia Pool. But you know what, Ankit, I would love to see a circle near the Everest. The height advantage, it's going to give you an height advantage, and that if you're able to use that into your favor, then you could become literally you could get the beast mode. You can turn on basically the beast mode.
Yep, you can. But for now, the area of Georgia Pool is being contested by the players from No Fears, as they have been sitting down, because one team, that is of TeamXquetta, they are looking strong. They are just not trying to back themselves up. Ursulan just trying to heal himself off, because Nadeem, he has already known that one player is very close to him. Can this be a 1v1 fight where the players from No Fear will take the fight, because on the backhand side, he can get the cover fire, but the player is still being given the revival. Ursulan also takes one more fight, as he has also been sitting down. But look at that. He was straight away onto him. Why didn't he go for the fire?
Oh, I don't know. And think like he got knocked out by the fall damage. This is not looking good for that team. But meanwhile, Ran OP going to confirm that kill. And yep, kill confirmation also. Only one player surviving into the backline. Just going to confirm that kill too. Senior, he has that M762. 30 bullets loaded inside that M762. Now he has to face the team who is still 3 men alive. One player got knocked out. Ooh, man, I thought he's just going to clutch it out, but no.
Exactly. The man that took this team to a very long stretch, that helped them rescue with that total point, Muqaddar. he has been sent to the lobby, and just because of that, 3 players are still surviving. But the best part for TeamXquetta is that they have secured 4 kills and 4 important points at the very first half of the game. And if the circle continuously makes a shift to this area, we might see this team clowning to that area of mountain that you have just spoken about.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's see. Boneless. They are still surviving with the 3-man lineup, right? The team is still surviving with the 3-man. Okay, now it's a centralized shift, but Ruins is still inside the same zone. Pochinki School, Rozo, Gutka Hospital. Now things will certainly get interesting here.
Exactly, and imagine if the second circle takes a shift, that will take a shift, and if area like Rozok School and Pochinki it gets out of the play, just imagine the way all these teams will crumble for the space, and there is not much of compound, and this will be in an open fight situation just like that. And just because of that, we can see already Stalwart Esports just trying to make a rotation, and going to the area of ruins can be a good decision. But if you are staying in ruins, you have to be very much cautious because you can get the shots from anywhere.
Yeah, you can certainly get shots from anywhere. You are exposed from every single angle, but you have to be careful. You should careful. You know how to play in these type of situation, then you can perform well. But at this situation, we have the airdrop one in front of us, and we have the Groza, the beast inside that airdrop.
Exactly, and in the last match, we have seen some actions coming up when Stalwart Esports had that Rosa in their hand, and they was just trying to maximize the damage as much as they can. But look at that R3G girls making an entry into the zone and onto the backhand side of Pochinki, and they might be looking to contest the area where all these teams are aligned. But for now, all the 4 players holding the 4 different ankle, and it seems that they have been spotted by the players of Renegades, and just because of that, one player, that is Blitz, has already been brought down to 40-60 HP, and he's just trying to heal himself off. Come on, you just need to find yourself in another spot, because that is a dip that can be a cremated situation for you.
Yeah, meanwhile, we can see that right now, Boneless, he is not stopping. He's the one could not able to secure a single kill. But right now, he's literally giving a lot of support for his team. They are inside the safe zone. They are inside the circle. Okay, so we can see that Menahil, she got knocked out in the open. And this is not looking good. Renegades, they have to confirm that kill. But why aren't they rushing? They're still holding for this area. They're still holding at this area.
Exactly. It seems that they might be looking to play the edges, but we have the screens on straight onto our eyes, so we know that other players from R3G are not in their side. But look at that. So one player knocked down to the area of Rozok, another player being knocked down to the area of Ruin. So what is this team just trying to do? This is not the way you just try to rotate, because you cannot isolate yourself this much.
Yeah, you cannot isolate yourself this much. We can see some players they got knocked out by the blue zone. The revival is not there. Frosty also got taken exit. Now R3 Jiggles just brought down to only 2 players. Now I don't think so that going for an aggressive approach is the best option. Just at least go inside the compound so that you'll not receive the damage from every single angle. At least you will receive some amount of damage from a particular angle, and you can be in a safer area if you are inside those compounds.
Yep, and just because of that, we can see the first team of the chart and second team of the chart might go against to clash themselves up in the area of ruins, because already held this area is by the team of NFPxSky Esports, and in their closer proximity, one team is already there, and that is of Stalwart Esports. But the circle has made an extremist shift of all, if I have to say in a very strict word, and that is straight away gone on to the area of Pochinki School and Rozok. So the thing that I was talking about, that the circle might go away from them, the center has given the probability that we might see an urban finish. If not, maybe closer to the area in the open or backside of Pochinki.
And but you know what? I'll not judge them, the players who are gonna do the late rotations, but early rotation is the best thing, because you know what? If you are going to do the early rotation, you're going to hold those crucial compounds. We never know what if the compound you're holding in, what if it's going to be inside the final circle. You can be the best team staying inside circle. The chances of getting a chicken dinner, it's going to be high.
So here are two approaches. Realizing the fact that Circle has made a shift, Stalwart Esports just went to the compound. But the players from NFPxSky Esports, those who are on the #2 position, the second position holder, are still playing with all the ridges. So we have to still wait for that. And time will only tell us how all the strategy will work out from them. But all these teams, all these players know how to take all these fights.
Yeah, they certainly know. They certainly know how to take a fight. Team squad confirmed one. Knock out one player. Meanwhile, Eddie, we can see the kill feed. Eddie, he just got knocked out. I think so. The revival is going to be there because he is. Oh, the revival is not going to be there because he's so far away from the back. Leopards just going to hold that compound. Katir still holding that perfect angle. Star. I think so. It seems like he spotted down the players of Stalwart Esports, but he is not sure where are they.
But look at that split from the players of NFPxSky Esports. 2-player holding that back angle and 2-player in a very long split. So this is a thing that can actually help you scout for a broader area, if we take the bigger picture. But at the same time, if you don't get that crossfire aligned for yourself, you might be in a bit of sort of trouble.
Yeah, you might be in this bit of trouble. But no, Zeus, he received some amount of damage. Come on, he's using Buggy, as you just mentioned in the previous match. That Buggy is just going to provide you some amount of cover from the back lines. That you are not going to get a headshot from the back lines if the players are going to spray down some bullets onto you. But staying inside this shack, it's risky.
It is still a risky thing because Shaq obviously don't let you give the big breathing space, because if a nade is straight away lobbied onto you, you have to work for that. But for now, it seems that 2 players from NFPxSky Esports are being knocked down, and one being Khatir, he is being given the revival for now, and they have to look for some other angle to take all these fight. But R3 Jiggle just surviving with the 2 players, and that is of Blitz and Babisma. They have to make the fight in its own way, but the way Mental has been taken down by the players of Renegades, that means Renegades are also looking very good for this fight. But Circle has gone away with the shift, and look at that. Renegades sitting in the dead smack center and holding that crucial compound.
Yeah, they are holding that crucial compounds, and you know what? As I just mentioned, holding those crucial compounds is the best thing you can do. But right now, Gully Boy. Okay, so Gully Boy, he is still waiting. This team just secured only 1 kill. We all know that we still have 13 teams alive, but 38 players in this lobby. Okay, things will literally get interesting here.
Exactly, and a good thing coming up from the side of Gully Boy is that he's just trying to paralyze the rotation, because he's just trying to destroy the vehicles that is present into that same vicinity. But here, Team Leopard is being contested by the players from MerckESP. They're just trying to flush in with him nade with the mollies that they can do, but still with no success. And at any moment, at any time, we can see Bunny OP facing the brunt of the blue zone. Also can face the brunt of these utilities being used, but no, this is the time the players have realized from MerckESP that they have to go into zone and not waste the important crucial time, as they are still 4 men strong. They can make a most of this situation. But the bigger question is MerckESP other 2 player, I cannot find them in the vicinity. But look at that dog. 20 HP.
Yeah, you know what? The dog just slammed his buggy onto the tree just because of that. He received some more amount of damage. Right now, staying. Oh, there's one team on the backlines, I think. So they are also rotating. And the MerckESP, we can. Yeah, now you have the other 2 teammates of MerckESP. Using buggies is a good thing, but what if it's just buggies that's going to topple down? You are going to get serious amount of damage.
And the bigger question is, so if all of us have played that classic game, no one of us likes to be on the backseat of buggy, because you are prone to all these shots. Obviously, the one who drives gets most of the shots being deflected because you have the back panel. And obviously, if you have a backseater sitting on the second hand side, you have a very good chance to survive if you are on the driving seat. But if you are not on the driving seat, this is an uncomfortable situation for me, to be very honest.
True, I agree with the point, but right now, the main thing is the 4th blue zone closing in, and where the 5th zone is going to form. It is going to throw a curveball onto the player or not. It's going to do a centralized shift. Boneless. Okay, that molly was literally useless. A player cannot. The player. Oh. I don't think so. Oh, but this molly is literally useful. Oh, it knocked out Boneless.
Why didn't he move? He was seemingly freezed, and just because of that, Boneless has been knocked down. Ryan will give him the revival, but because of this, some important time is what they will lose. And not realizing this, the players from NFP are just trying to make a slam in, but no, Arsalan says no, just hold on, I am still alive, I am still there to lift my team up. And just because of that, one more player from NFP are going down one by one. Khatir is the sole man surviving, but from the backhand side, Cairo with that nade takes on Arsalan, and it seems that this can be a game end for both these teams, because Stalwart Esports know how to make the most of the situation.
True, Stalwart Esports, my bad. They know how to do it. Meanwhile, Cairo just lob one molly, but that molly would work out for you if you just gonna lob onto the first floor. Right now, Cairo just gonna charge in on the squad house. Urslan stealing himself up. They secured 9 kills.
9 kills,
Wow.
exactly. And still not stopping. Cairo takes him down. Boneless, you just cannot show you back, and you have been made to pay back in the worst way you can be. And look at that team. TeamXquetta is taking the fight up against the team that has secured back-to-back 2 chicken dinner.
Yep, Quettaknigh, they were like, no, you know what? We are not gonna stop at this position. We secured 9 kills, we need more, and we need the chicken dinner as well. Boneless, he just healed himself up, 75% on health. RF, he got knocked out. Masterworks is gonna take him down. We can see that it's a competition between these 3 teams. Quettaknigh, they are looking too good right now. We know MerckESports, one player got knocked out in the open. I don't think so that there are any chances of revival, because he is just bleeding out slowly and steadily. Mars is going to stop him down, spot him down, just stole that kill.
Exactly, Quettaknigh looking strong and just trying to make the most of the situation. Doc and the Knight still surviving from their side, but look at that. Circle has made a shift, and Circle has gone away from all these players that are still surviving on the western half of the circle, just trying to make a mark from the western half of the circle. MerckESports trying to take the player down from the players of Quettaknigh, and in that situation, they have been able to secure some good kills. Maz will be finished off, and with that 4 kills already onto the name. But Knight has been knocked down, and it becomes important for him to get the revival. But Doc, look at that, he is having a very good spotting technique, but look at that also, that Renegades holding the compound again and again. So I want Renegades to get themselves in a very good fight and take this match away, because we have seen 3 extreme circles, and all of the circles, this compound is still into that.
Yeah, this compound is still into their favor. Meanwhile, Renegades just spotted down one player. Using the AK, what a 3x by Ariel. He's literally insane at this moment, but he dished out some amount of damage. That is literally important, but receives some damage too. Meanwhile, Wrecker just going to confirm the kill of Boneless. 5th circle closing in. We just hit the 21-minute mark right now. The teams are still there. 9 teams are still surviving. 19 players are there in the lobby.
Exactly, 19 players are still out there in the same vicinity, and look at that, some players running in the open. They have no idea where to go and where not to go, and just because of that, MerckESports Doc has been finished, and 9 team get down to 8 team, because MerckESports has faced an elimination. Now the bigger question is 130 meter. The team of No Sympathy has to go into zone, and obviously onto the front hand side, one team is that of Renegades. They do have to go into zone. So this will be tough situation, a challenging situation, because the terrain that is actually aligned into way, that is a up and a downhill situation, and in this we have to still wait out these teams will be making the most of it. But no, out in the open, going into the blue zone, Renegades are just trying to dominate to the players of No Sympathy.
Yeah, they are literally dominating. Ran OP with his DP. He's looking so good. Renegades secured 10 kills, 7 teams. Now we are just down to only 7 teams. They are 130 meters far away from the zone. They have those buggies, they have those UACs, so that they can do those rotations. Ninja still holding good compound, still holding a good area. Lord Whitey just going to spot down some players. Want to dish out some damage. Wrecker is the one just jump off from the car, survive that rat from the side of Lord Whitey.
Exactly, Wrecker anyhow surviving the brunt of the shot that Lord Whitey has taken out. But Lord Whitey has to be very careful, because he's the last man surviving, and there will be no revival. There will be straight away elimination. But look at that, Arsalan stopping the vehicle. This is not the way you just try to slam it, because already there will be player, and now is the moment where Renegades will falter for that breathing space. Will this kill go into the player of TeamXquetta? This is a question, because 12 kill is already being secured, and yes, he will bleed off, and Arsalan 8 kills out of 13 kills is already onto his name.
Yup, right now, Lord Whitey. Oh, that is not a good position to hold it. Lord Whitey, what are you doing? He's literally not stopping his spray. Just because of that, he got punished, to be honest. You know what? Just going to convert that kill, confirming those kills is not a good situation. Wrecker, he is there with his teammate. He's the one, I think so, he's the one just taking him down. Now they are just down to only two players, TES, Alyan. Alyan, come on, that grenade. What do you think again? You have 3 seconds.
No, that did finish things off for him. But still, it seems that one team, we have forgot about this, Black Demons, out in the open, they have sneak peeked the action. They were out of the action for a long time, but for how long will you stop these guys? Because they have taken some serious damage onto Ursulan, and in the trade-off, they have also gone down. But now is the question that TeamXquetta, will they go for the important revival? Because it seems that all of the teammates are surviving just to 2 men strong, except for the one team that is 3 men strong.
Yeah, they are looking so good. Every single team in the final circle, okay, they have decent amount of kills for themselves.
Exactly.
And now it's a situation in which team is going to survive, because every single team, they are looking really strong. Ninja, that was a control spray. Come on, you can knock out another player. Wow, that was so good. 3 teams alive, and Team Ninja, the player Ninja, secured 3 kills for himself and 7 for his team.
But you know what? I have the very strong feeling that Black Demons can have the game, because they just have to come into the zone, and that is a place, that is a terrain that will help them come into the zone. From the western side, 2 teams have to come into zone, and that is of one of Team Chaos and obviously one of TES. But Black Demons, they will be precariously handling all these compounds and all these trees and all these rocks, and with the help of some smokes, they will be making an entry. But the question still remains how the team of TES and how the team of Chaos will make an entry, because they are very close to each other. They have already spotted Alyan. You will be taken down.
Ninja with those ninja move. Come on, throw some. You know what ninja use? I don't know, the sword or the ninja throwables. I don't know the name, but right now Ninja, he is sneaking inside the circuit. But I'm trying my level best to think what is the perfect thing. Meanwhile, Tyrant just doing his perfect thing. The spot down Ninja could not able to connect a single bullet. That's the other thing. But still, we have 3 teams left. 7 so closing in. Tyrant still trying his level best to knock him down. Ninja, your foot is visible. But whoa, that was literally insane.
Exactly, and it seems that at one point of time, TES will be on the receiving end, but they have successfully made the revival. We have just seen a pixel being spotted from Kaka OP, and he barely survived. All the players from Black Demons, they have just to wait the players from Dark Paws to come into the entry, Team Chaos to come into the zone, and TES, because they are already holding the edge of the zone. Obviously, one team will be faltering down, and it seems that Ninja, whenever he comes out in the open, will be taken on. Obviously, the kill will go into the name of one team, and that is of Black Demons.
Yeah, Black Demons. This is so good. TES, Arcade with 7 kills. Come on, they spotted them down. Oh, that ridge. That rock. My bad. That rock is taking out for these 2 teams. I think so. This team, they are going to get the chicken dinner. But Kaka, he got knocked out. As well as we can see the Wrecker, he is on only 10% HP.
Yes, he is giving a very good cover fire, because we have just now seen from right hand side Alyan is just trying to go, but no, it seems that he has also been knocked down. Wrecker barely surviving on 10 HP. Can this be a game for themselves? We still wait for that, but Alyan is anyhow being knocked out from this lobby, and this game is all down to 2v1 situation in the flare of Black Demon, but still he's giving a very good fight.
Yeah, still he is giving a lot of fight. Literally a good fight. Wrecker, he is now healing himself up. Kaka still got knocked out. Tyrant, he's literally doing a lot of job for his team as well as for his teammates. A 2v1 situation. Blue zone gonna dish out some damage. Wrecker, your position has been compromised, but he has been taken down.
How many times Kaka OP was knocked down at the same place behind the rock, having the same situation, having the same place, having the same thing, but still being knocked down. But a very well-deserved chicken dinner for the team and the players of Black Demons, and a thing that they were actually looking for to place themselves in a very good half of the chart. But a very good fight back from the sides of TES, because they had no cover, they had no smoke, but still managed to come this far.
Still managed to get still managed to secure a good position in this map. Now we are just done with over 3 matches, only 2 matches left, but this match was an interesting one. We saw unusual stuff. The players got knocked out players. They got knocked out by the fall damage. They got knocked out while moving inside the circle. Some players literally survived a tornado of bullets. And
Exactly, and I'm
the last
happy
fight.
with the way all these both of their angles have actually panned out, because on the very first game we saw a circle closer to the area of Rozok and the hill,
Yeah.
and the same in the next match of Erangel we have seen the same type of circle. The circle bit shifted towards the southern side of school, but still it was a fight. It was a good fight, and every time if we get to see Ridges fight, Rocks fight, especially in the map of Erangel, it makes me remind of Miramar. So gameplay of Miramar, a strategy of Miramar being implemented in the game of Erangel, this is the thing that we actually wait and want for us, for all of us.
True. This I was literally waiting for this, but now you have only 2 games: Sanhok and Erangel. Sanhok, we know it's a fast-paced map. You have to play fast. But Stalwart Esports, how they're going to play in the Sanhok map, that's the best question, because in the first Erangel they secured huge amount of kills. In the second, they also secured good amount of kills, and the third, so they are looking so good. But all the 5 teams who are in the top 5/5 situation in this particular map, they got 5 to 8 kills respectively, like approximately.
Exactly. That was a thing that all of the teams are looking up for. So in this match, taking bringing the fact to notice that the teams that got the second, third, and fourth position secured a decent amount of kills, and we can see from the total match ranking from this match. So 13 kills from TeamXquetta, 7 kills to Team Chaos, Renegades 10 kills, and obviously MerckESP also getting the 4 kills. But the team that got the chicken dinner actually is on the 3rd place of this match.
Yeah, we know that if you don't have enough kills, it doesn't matter that you're going to stay on top. It doesn't matter if you got the chicken dinner. But Black Demons, they were on the second page of the overall ranking. I think so. They were on the 10th position. But after this particular match, I think so they could climb up to 9th or the 8th position. Let's see. Only time will answer my question. Rigel Stars, Leopards, and NFPxSky, all the 3 teams, they just secured only 2 total points.
Yup, total of 2 points given to the players of Rigel Star, Leopards, and NFPxSky. R3G girls again faltering down, and no Sympathy, FLZ. So they need to notch their up and bring some good game and good action, because they might slip down, because after this game, obviously 2 games, that is of Sanhok, and the last game for us and of the day will be of Erangel. But before that, let's head to the Oppo F19 Pro moments. And this was a fight happening in the city of Lipovka, where obviously one team emerged victorious, and that was of Team Chaos. Secured 4 kills straight away into their bag, into the number, and on the loss of Taha, that was a good thing. But what about this 1v2? Almost clutch.
Yeah, this was a 1v2, and as well as this was a 1v2, right? Player, he did his level best. Players from this particular team I'm talking about, Shabir, he literally did his level best. Could not able to take down the second player because he got shots from the left hand side. Boneless, he got knocked out 3 times in a row in this particular match, but he still survived till the 6th circle.
Yup, and talking about that, Renegades were the team that were enjoying the privilege of sitting in the compound again, because Circle was constantly shifting onto their side, and just because of that, they were having some good time out there. But they should have converted this into a better position, because some of the teams actually covered a longer distance as compared to them, and still managing to get some good points. But look at that. From Ninja side, there was a desperate movement to come out in the open and just to try to make a final knock, and just because of that, they were eliminated. But obviously, Stalwart Esports still holding the first position because the overall ranking is on TV screens. NFPxSky Esports making a top-notch performance, and still with that closing of 86 points. But look at that, TES not very much behind them, and also Quetta with that one match going as them in a very good fashion with total of 81 points.
Yeah, still, you know what, the teams, they have decent amount of points for themselves. But now we talk about the second page of the leaderboard. Black Demons, Leopards, MerckESports, they still have chance, right? Leopards, this is the only team with 2 chicken dinners on the second page. So this is literally interesting. 3 teams with chicken dinners on the second page of the overall ranking.
Exactly, MerckESports 1 chicken dinner, Black Demons 1 chicken dinner, Leopards 2 chicken dinner. So 34 total point into the name of MerckESports. So if we take 30 total points, that is awarded as chicken dinner. So in the rest 6 matches, total 4 point is the placement point that they have been able to gather and secure for themselves. So this is a thing that is not actually helping them, and just because of that, this I probably guess this is the first time, because not even in Group A, once it was from the team from Group B that was on the second half of the chart that did secure 2 chicken dinner, and after the end of game 8 they were still on the second half of the chart. But this is completely different. 3 teams after the completion of 8 games, 1-1 chicken dinner into their name respectively, still holding that second half of the chart.
We are eagerly waiting for the second. I'm eagerly waiting for the last 2 matches for Group C.
Exactly. We will have the last 2 map, because obviously Sanhok will be in action, and for the day end, for all these group ends, Erangel will be the last match, of course, for sure.
Yeah, Erangel is going to be the last match. But we go on a short break. Coming right up, it is going to be the Sanhok map.
Good thing going on.
Welcome to Karkin. Today, let me guide you on an in-depth understanding of this 4 kilometer humble island. Before stepping into Karkin, you may have already heard about the intimidating Demolition Zone. In Demolition Zone, buildings will be destroyed into smithereens. But rest assured that today's tour will be a safe one. Karkin might be a small island, but the textile industry of the island works as a crucial financial support for the entire island. Our first attraction is Al-Haik. Al-Haik is a medium-scale town, and people who lived here refine pigments for a living. Then those pigments will be sent to Quettaknigh for dyeing. Skyscrapers are scarce in Al-Haik. Compared to other urban areas, there are fewer visitors here, which makes looting easier. It's a perfect choice for a team of 4 in search of adequate equipment supplies. We'll be walking by the sea, and our next attraction will be Quettaknigh, which serves as the port of importing raw materials of Karkin. Imported textiles are dyed in vats filled with multiple colors and distributed to the factories. If you want to choose this place as your landing spot, then it's recommended that 1 to 2 players in your team land in the containers area, as they can easily find combat supplies here, and head to the city to support their teammates. In the middle of our journey to Habar, we'll be passing by an enclosed warehouse. You will need to use sticky bomb to blast the walls that look less solid to get in. There's always something nice in here. But be careful, as one might not want to hide behind those walls during combat, because those unmaintained walls can be easily penetrated with just a touch, making you susceptible to attacks from enemies and exposing you to dangers. The next stop is Habar, which is the largest urban area in Karkin. There are many residents, hence the numerous high-rising residences. No doubt this place will be a popular spot in the future. Our next attraction is the port city of Bar Shahir, which stores and exports goods of Karkin. This is the perfect spot to search for weapons, making it my personal favorite. Next up is the city of the West, Bashara. It was a city congested with residents, with tall buildings providing convenience in observing the surrounding movements. Just make sure not to lose your directions here. Our final destination is the cargo ship, located at the southwest corner of the map. This ship has been idle here for forever, and has already been abandoned. Yet there are still goods that remained here. However, due to the gigantic size of the cargo ship and the containers, this place no doubt becomes a place to rumble. Don't you feel the excitement already just thinking of it? Besides these urban areas, Karkin also houses many such little buildings. Rumor has it that there's another passage beneath these buildings, as well as a huge space beneath Karkin. Well, it's up to you, believe them or not. Alright, your Karkin tour is now closing its curtains. Looking forward to seeing you next time.
Yeah, we got it, we did it!
I know you'll be there for me.
I'll always be here for you.
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to PUBG Mobile Campus Championship Pakistan region. My name is Phoenix Shivansh, and alongside me it's Ankit Sharma. And this whole event is sponsored by Oppo F19 Pro. Woke up your fun. Let's start with the fourth game, and it's going to be the Sanhok map. And we have the flight path in front of her. It's starting from the Sami area, it's ending towards the northern side, the Hathin area. It's totally favoring the western side of the map.
Exactly, the flight path is completely dominating on the western half of the map, and just because of that, think about all the cities, all those circles that can take a shift from the areas of Paradise Resort to Tatmok and Mongnai. So all of these teams that will have a very strong hold of Paradise Resort or the area of boot camp will help them not to traverse, but the demand has straight away been denied, and just because of that we can see a northwestern shift, and I can guess this map might end towards the area of Hathin.
Let's see if it's going to be true or not. We'll get to know. But right now we can see a fight in the boot camp area. NF, no fear. Wasina, he got knocked out. Now it's a situation, a 3v4 situation. Apex Legends, come on, Spidey. Why he didn't fire a single shot?
Exactly, and bootcamp area, we have seen time and again teams just trying to contest the area. Now it is the team of Apex Legend up against the players of No Fear, and No Fear taking a lot of damage as Senior has been knocked down. But a good thing for them is that the reinforcement and the players have come in the right play, in the right time, at the right place, and just because of that we can see a revival going down. But for how long will the players of Apex Legend will help them survive? Because I can already see some more teams, and that is of Team Chaos into the same vicinity. So we might expect some third party or sandwich situation if this fight might get prolonged for a long time.
Yeah. Right now we can see players are still waiting for that perfect opportunity, but as a perfect opportunity for Tami to confirm that kill. R3G girls not looking good. Froshy got knocked out so far away from the pack, and the kill confirmation is also there.
Exactly, R3G girls. This was not the start that they were actually looking up for, because we have already seen them faltering down on the second half of the chart from 10th, 11th, going to 12th and 13th. So they must not be happy. They still have three players. They can make the most of the situation. They can still play the way the Arcadians did, or close to the way they did, and then we can see some comeback coming from their side. But Muqaddar, his AKM is just not stopping, because he is taking some fight already, and we are just into the third minute of this match, and we are already witnessing the same aggression that we have been witnessing so far throughout the day.
Yep, same aggression. As I just mentioned before this is this map. I told you that this is going to be a fast-paced map, and yep, we are witnessing the same thing. However, we still have 15 teams left, but teams are losing those individuals, which is not a good thing. And if we're talking about losing those individuals, one player got knocked out. Stalwart Esports. Oh, the kill confirmation also there, and Cairo is the one who got the kill.
Exactly, we have seen time and again that Cairo, he goes for the flank angle, creates the opening, creates the knock that the team as a whole wants for now. They are just not stopping. In the last match, they were stopped for sure, but they must be looking and eyeing for the third chicken dinner of the day.
Yeah, they are. They certainly are looking for the third chicken dinner. But if you are still on the top, why do you need some chicken dinner, right? Because no, this not
Just to increase the lead. Because we have already seen NFP trying to close down to that area, and if any game for NFP gets very close to them, maybe a 30 total points, they might close down.
But the main thing is, in this situation, you have to be in the top 8. That's it. If you're in the top, that's also good. You already maintained a significant lead amongst others, right? But to qualify to the phase 3, if you want to qualify for the phase 3, you have to be in the first page of overall ranking.
So that's the mindset of these teams. Some teams just look to qualify, and some team look to actually dominate and decimate their opponent. So this is a brilliant strategy if they have to go for a longer run, because this is not the end of the tournament, because obviously after this they have more games to play. So they might go for some blind in push, they might go on in for with some aggression, and we can see some happening with that, Shivansh.
So now I understand, like they are practicing for the future, right? They are practicing for the top 32 teams. They are just practicing to qualify for the finals. And we can see that one grenade just knocked out another player of Team NF. We can see that one player, he is on only 10% HP.
So three players from Apex Legend are acting as a whole squad for the players of No Fear, because time and again we have been seeing opening being drawn, and just because they are 3 men strong, they are just not going for that push, and they are susceptible about that. They are not confirmed, but now it seems that they will take down. But in the trade talk, one player has also been cornered, but Umar with that 1v1 clutch going on to his name. But no, Senior has also been taken down. Senior will be finished, and Umar is looking very strong. But for now, it seems that Nadeem, the whole thing lies onto his name. Umar actually goes down with a brilliant spray coming from the players from the team, and his barrel is just not.
Man, there's a person on the back lines. That's why I'm shouting no, no, and NF, no fear, take an exit, no fear, take an exit. At 15th position, the first team who got eliminated from the lobby, Apex Legends. Beside that fact, they just dropped down with the 3-man lineup. They still won the fight.
Exactly, we have seen how many times that the 3-man strong roster still can do the job that the 4-man can do or cannot do. But for now, Rigel Stars are just trying to make the most of the situation on the players of Renegades. Renegades in the last match, they were holding a very good compound for a long time, but for now, they don't have a compound. All they have is a rock and this area, and that 1v1 fight, Shazam on that barely surviving 1 HP. He takes the fight.
Yup, he takes the fight. He is like, I am not gonna back off. I am going to revive my teammate. But the kill confirmation are also there. You know what? The teams are rushing. The teams are rushing, and the back lines are the reason why you got killed. Oh, that was really insane.
Some insane action in this very first half of the game, just in the 7 minutes and 5 seconds. And we are close to witness one more teams. Can this be a game mate for them? Because Shazam is just anyhow able to survive and to face the brunt. But Eddie is also facing some shots from another end. That means Gully Boy into the frame. That means other teams have their eye onto this location just because of that. Nemesis, a very, very, very wise decision, realizing the fact that he has to fall down. And yes, no Sympathy and Quettaknigh also in the same vicinity.
Yep, these two teams. Oh, that grenade was so perfect. Eliminated another team. That's what I like about Sanhok map. Those early skirmishes. You know what? Early skirmishes, we can witness early skirmishes in every single map. But interesting as well as even weird early skirmishes we witness in Sanhok maps.
Now is the time Nemesis with that flank angle, with that off angle, just trying to punish the players that were just caught in the open. Smoke will help them too, but that will be done with the help of that tree, because smoke, if you have still popped in, it will dissipate after a moment, but the tree, the trunk, helps them to survive for a long time. Thami from the back end side just trying to cross that area, but Nemesis, he has revealed his position, and in a moment or two, we can see sooner or later the players from Quettaknigh, the team that actually got a very good position in the last match, are looking for his song. But no, with that escape, he barely managed to get away from that. But for no, how long will he do that? Because Tiami, from another off angle, he knew where the player exactly was, and the spray was away from him. And one more team.
One more team take an exit from the lobby. Just 12 teams alive in this Sanhok map. 45 players are still there. Teams are literally looking for some kills. Like at this moment, teams are not going for those single elimination or double elimination. They were like, we are going to eliminate the whole team.
Yup, and that is a thing that most of the team actually look up to clearly wipe out, because then you will be able to flourish in the same area. Not only that, you will get some more important kills into your number.
Yeah, kills are very, very important, especially in this situation, because this is the second last map for today, as well as the second last map for Group C as well, because now after this and after another map, we'll get to know which are the top 8 teams will qualify. The main thing is you have to perform well, because we don't know which team will stay in the top 8 and which team will get eliminated.
Yep, so you have to be in the top 8, and for that contestation, we are seeing a very bizarre movement of a rotation from the players from the divas, from R3G, Girls, Blitz, Beastmaster still out there, and it seems that after that one elimination from their side, they are now just trying to put their foot by ensuring that no damage can be inflicted onto them, and with that one circle shift again going away from them, but they must be happy, and I'll still wait where they would take the rotation to the area of Camp Alpha.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that too. Meanwhile, we can see that Camp Alpha, as you just mentioned, that R3 Eagles, if they're going to go for the bridge, it's right now it's uncontested, right? What if any team decided to go and hold that bridge, then you could be in bit of trouble. But if you're talking about troubleful situation, the same thing for the team NFPxSky, because they are 3 men strong at this moment, but they are on low health. One player already got knocked out, taking a fight with the players of Team TES. Team TES in the previous match, they were so good. But in this match, they are going to repeat the history or not.
Yep, you have to still wait for that. But Sky Esports, NFP Sky Esports are giving a very tough time for them, because they have already isolated and cornered all these players. Alyan and Henan already onto their knees, and lovely Wrecker, they have to come in to join the frame and to help the teammates go up. But Wrecker, I see him, he is very far away from the other teammates, and the moment he comes in, we might see a charge in coming from the sides of NFP, and Gully Boy securing 1 kill of the total 2 that the team has secured. He is looking very strong for the team as for now.
Yeah, he's certainly looking very, very strong for the team right now. They already secured 2 kills. They need some more. They are looking for some. Oh, that grenade! That grenade was a decent grenade, but I don't think so that this is going to dish out any amount of damage onto them. And we can see that the vehicles are still there, so people are rotating by
Yeah.
using those vehicles.
Yeah, rotation actually becomes important, and it seems that we have seen the path that some, with the help of Ronnie Truck, do rotate in this map also, but that becomes vulnerable. But Alian, he has been cornered. Look at his position. A very good split coming up from the sides of NFP, but they have already spotted down where the other players of one team that is onto their sidelines are onto their TES. They just need to take this fight in the way that they want, because Alian has a very good split angle, and Wrecker from that backline, he can do some damage that the team of NFP won't expect.
And that damage could be lethal for them. Right, the damage could be lethal. Meanwhile, talking about damage, Cairo with his incredible grenade knocked out one player.
Takes two!
No! Takes two at the kill confirmation. Oh, an overcooked grenade. But you know what? The kill confirmation is also there. He lobbed 3 grenades.
Exactly.
Wow.
What a grenade that has been onto the players, and this can be a demise for them, because from another angle, Snacks comes in. But if you can throw the grenade, we too have in the back, because we'll hit you with the same way. But till now, they haven't been able to damage the most of the situation, most of the player. But look at this confidence. Pablo out in the open, going with that SMG, has fallen down, but Snacks again with that on from the back lines, he's just trying to give the cover fire. Is this nade connects well? This can be a game end for the players of Leopard, and yes, they have been ended.
Cairo, the man with the grenade hands. To be honest, man, whenever he lob one grenade onto his opponents, he'll secure a knock. Right now, this player is unstoppable.
Exactly, we have seen some good sprays coming down. We have seen AKM with 4x, 3x, 6x, but this Grenadier back to back, the title is needs to be given onto his name.
Yeah, but certainly. Meanwhile, now let's head on to some other fights. We can see the fights break down between these two teams. The players from Black Demons against the players from No Sympathy. Literally providing no sympathy onto them. But I think so. The elimination is going to be there just because of the men disadvantage.
Exactly, Zeus from the team of No Sympathy did a 1v2 situation, but he didn't survive because he was a sole man surviving. Had there been one more player from his side, could have done things differently. But some more fights are also erupting into the same vicinity, as the players from NFP are also up against the players of TES, and this is a prolonged fight. This is a stall fight. They just need to find themselves off, because we can see some teams already coming into the same vicinity. So any of the team at any of the moment can be caught off guard, and they can be a watershed movement for them.
Yep, so it seems like we are going to witness multiple of fights if there are a lot of teams in the same vicinity. Just had I don't think so he has any utility. Right now he is still confirming that where the player is hiding, where the player is hiding. Is he's just behind the rock or he is somewhere else. But we can see the players are receiving some amount of damage, but that is not enough to knock them down. But if you are dishing some damage onto your opponent, it means that you are damaging their vest as well as their helmets.
Exactly, but still the fight is in the deadlock situation. None of the players are just trying to aggress. And for how long will these players align? Because TES has to be very much careful because the players from NFPxSky Esports are holding the shacks, are holding the wooden shacks, so they must not be on a vulnerable position. But from the players of TES, talk about their perception. We can see one team trying to aggress from their side, from the backhand side. That is of MerckESP Esports. STE can also have a very good angle, and so as a player for Apex Legend.
Yeah, you know what? Holding those crucial angles is going to be very, very important. But Stalwart, they are if they are going from the bridge, then Merck's Esports they are going to punish them because they are holding that bridge so perfectly that if the blue zone just going to shift towards the north side, they are going to be inside the safe zone. But where do you think, Ankit, where the safe zone is going to form, where the safe zone is going to end, and which are the teams who are going to stay inside the safe zone?
I guess all the three players that you're seeing in the dead smack center will still hold all these areas because Circle will go away from the water area and come towards the area of Camp Alpha, and that's the probability that I can think. And maybe some area of Hatin or the area of compound from Hatin area can be in the zone, but a very good split we can see from the players of Taha and their teammates and Ninja. We can see a good split already coming their way. Because still wait for that because Circle will make a shift, and then we can see R3G girls also in the action. That has been a very long time because they have not joined the action. They have successfully brought themselves down because they have realized that after this match they will just get one more opportunity, and that will be of Erangel.
Yeah, Erangel is the last opportunity for you. But R3G girls, I think so just because of the fact they lost their one player so early, that's why they are going for that a little bit of passive approach, just stay on the edge of the safe zone, collect some good amount of placement points. Then we are going to engage in some fights in the final circles or in the fifth or the sixth circle. But this circle is so insane that the teams who are on the other island, who are on the boot camp island, they are still inside or still close to the safe zone.
Yup, Camp Bravo. Just close to 1 or 2, 3% of the total area is still under the zone. But the question is, where will the another shift will go? Will that be that small island where you can see the two dot? That means there are two compounds, the two wooden shacks that will be present there. So can we see Stalwart Esports going to the same area and trying to get the hold of it? That is a question that will be answered. But the question is, how will the player from TeamXquetta down to the southeast side will make a rotation, and also for the players of R3G, because on the very western side the circle and the position has already been captured by the team that has a good stronghold of that area.
True, they already conquered that area, and I don't think so that they are gonna leave that area. Meanwhile, Apex Legend, one player got knocked out, and the other player also received some amount of damage. Another player got knocked out. We can see the player he is out in the open. Alian, he got some guts. He is out in the open, got thrown down, very, literally very close to the players of Team NFP Sky. Team NFP Sky, the men advantage is also there, as well as the zone is also favoring them. Right now, they just need a healthy and decent chicken dinner.
Yep, NFP are holding the compound, holding the zone, but for how long will they go for it? Because the way they are holding the zone, it is looking very good for them. But some teams are not in a good position, as Voodoo as has already been eliminated, and Apex Legends just are brought down to two players. And I'm still waiting for that next shift because. Look at that. The circle already close to the total area of circle, close to 50% of the total circle of area is into the water zone, but still no fight is erupting.
Yep, still not a single fight just erupted. Right now, the fourth circle is similar to the first circle if we're going to compare it with the Erangel circle, right? Players are holding those particular areas, holding those perfect angle, holding those perfect, you know what, the angles basically. But when they are going to engage in some fights, that's the best question. And where the blue zone, the next safe zone is going to be? This is the second question.
Exactly, but R3G girls from the southern side, we can see they have already covered a very good area. But man, hell, the moment she gets to the shorelines, she will be pinched down as the players from TeamXquetta. The boneless is the one that has taken down. That means R3G girls, they are just 2 men surviving. Also, bringing the fact in the notice that Apex Spoidy has been spotted and being eliminated. That means the players from NFPxSky Esports have already known their location. But look at that. This is the moment, this is the time, and this is the moment of truth where we get to see us a new circle shift.
Yeah, we'll certainly going to witness the next circle shift. But I'm very very curious for this one thing that Apex Uma receiving some amount of damage from the backlines. I think so. Okay, it's from the sidelines. But yeah, it was the sidelines, and he has been taken down. Only 9 teams left in this fifth circle. 9 teams, 28 players.
This is gonna be a deadly center and deadly circle as we talk about the team, and more teams, more players will go down as we aggress. And just for that, the aggression has started. The kill feed will dance in a moment or two. The players from Caos are also looking very strong, holding that northwestern side. Can be challenging and tricky for them if they try to eliminate some more players that are trying to go into the vicinity. This can be a good move for them. But look at that Dark Lord holding that lighthouse for them. But for how long will he be able to do? But it seems that this is a game end for the Divas from R3G, as Bhishma, the last player surviving from their side, has also been eliminated.
She got eliminated. So R3G girls take an exit from the lobby, from the map, from the Sanhok match. But still, the teams who are inside the safe zone, who are inside the map, they have high hopes from them as well as for their team. MerckESports, 4 men alive right now, moving inside the circle. Meanwhile, Hanan just knocked out one player. Taha on the receiving edge. The kill confirmation is going to be there, but that Molly is pretty close. That was pretty close, but could not dish out a single damage onto him.
But TS has actually done very good because they held the compound for a long time, but the moment circle went away from them, they were able to get that good compound. But the thing has actually happened. I talked about that small island. Can this be contested by the players of Stalwart Esports? And yes, they are trying to contest that.
They certainly are trying to contest that. Meanwhile, we can see that Khatir, he is in a very, very good angle. This team already secured 8 kills, so they need some more. They spotted down some players, but you know what? The distance is quite a lot. Still, this is the 6th circle, but the distance is quite a lot. But circle on the shore area. Then, and now, basically, the shore circle is every single time. The shore circle is very, very crucial for every single team.
So this means the players from Stalwart Esports will get an advantage like situation because they are very close to the area of store circle, and they might get a stronghold of this situation. We can already see they are very close to the area, but Pablo has already been knocked down. We have to still wait for that will the revival will come or not. But on to the other hand side, TES also trying to eliminate one more team, and this marks the end of MerckESports. Also TeamXquetta, last player surviving. Arslan again with that fighting spirit coming into his name, but for how long is the question, and that will be answered as TES 3 men strong into the last zone. They are going and they are just eliminating team by team, player by player, one by one, and just because of that we are down to 3 teams in a whisker.
Yeah, we are just down to only 3 teams. Instantly, 4 teams take an exit from the lobby, and except 2 players. Every single team is outside the zone. I think so. Meanwhile, Pablo take down 1 player, just going to confirm that kill. Meanwhile, we can see Snake spotted down 1 player. Received. He also spotted out another. Just going to take him down. Only 2 players surviving. Stalwart Esports looking so strong. Snakes receive some amount of damage. Bring it onto the side, onto the front. But for how long he can survive, because the blue zone is dishing out some consistent amount of damage onto him.
So taking all the fight out of the situation, this is the fight between the first position and the second position team. Stalwart Esports getting for that chicken dinner back-to-back. Can this be a third chicken dinner of the day for them after that 4th match? This is a question will be answered because they are up against a 4-man strong team, and that will not allow an easy passage for them because they have been isolated. They have been made to constrict to that same area, and on the contrary, we can see already the player of Sky Sports in a split. So this is a game that if Stalwart Esports had to let them go into their favor, they have to go for a split, and just because of that we can see Snakes going with that flank angle. Can he be the hero for this match? This is a question that will be answered in a moment.
Yeah, that will be answered in a moment or in two. Meanwhile, we can see that the kill confirmation is going to be the Gully Boy. He got knocked out by Caro. Now Snakes is going to lead the charge. Come on, lob one grenade, lob one grenade. He just switched to an AK. Now this is going to be really, really crucial for this team.
Exactly. Out of the 8 kills, 4 kills already onto the name, and with that aggressive push, he's just trying to pincer the number. He's just trying to get the same flank angle in which they got the chicken dinner in the second map of Miramar. But no, Ash has put them down with a nade, but a nade from another side has also taken him down. Now this is down to Khatir and Karo, and just because of that, it seems that one team with that well-deserved chicken dinner has already gone on to their name, and this was a hell of a game. The way the player from Stalwart Esports, from there, a situation where they were isolated, they were cornered just before that rock, they just managed to get themselves into the zone with that aggressive push. This was a game for them.
This was the game. This was the game for them. But you know what? The kills, the amount of kills they secured in this particular match is also huge. The way these teams were playing so good. But you know what? Kudos to Cairo as well as Snakes. They were the two players who were literally doing a lot of job for the team.
Exactly, Tamanang, we have seen at the moment it seemed that out of the 8 kill, the 4 kills, all the 4 kills were secured by the player Snacks, and we have seen again, if we go for that nading skill ability, if we go for the opening, Snacks has also been helping him as a whole team, and also Karo. So it is a team effort at the end of the day that actually helps you to lift themselves out. But these are the players that have been actually performing in a very good top-notch performance, be it the map of Erangel, be it the map of Miramar, and today I'm impressed with the way the team Stalwart Esports have made a comeback right from the day towards this last second match of the day after it has ended. Stalwart Esports has dominated this day completely.
True. Stalwart Esports literally dominated the whole 5 games. Basically, they performed so good in all 5 matches. But the main thing is, we still have 1 game left. Are they going to secure another chicken dinner in the last match or not? What do you think? Okay.
They have already secured the 3rd chicken dinner of the day. That means not a hat-trick, not on a trot, but the 3rd chicken dinner. Can they go for the 5th chicken dinner? 3 chicken dinners in the 4 game. That is a good match. That is a good probability chance that Stalwart Esports are just trying to make. And we were talking about the difference that Stalwart Esports was trying to create because of that aggressive. And this is the reason. 13 kills and with 12 placement points, Sky Sports follows them next. So it has been a neck-to-neck competition.
Yep, it has to be a neck competition, but NFPxSky Esports, they were also good. TeamTES with total 14 points, XQuetta and Black Demons, both the teams have secured 12 total points respectively. Quettaknigh with 7, Apex Legends with 5, Team Chaos with 4 total points.
Exactly, and Quettaknigh also getting some good total points. If we talk about the point distribution, Team Quetta has also done pretty good, and Black Demons with that 15 points, that will help them. But some teams that have been faltering again and again, talk about the team Renegades, MerckESP, Leopard, they have not still been able to make the top 8 and top 9, and it seems that teams like MerckESP and maybe for R3G girls, this might be a game end, because in the last game, obviously, all the teams will go for that Russian approach.
Yeah, every single team just love that Russian approach. But one thing, we have the Oppo F90 Pro movements in front of us, and we can see how the fights just started, how all the fights just panned out.
Yup. The very first half of the game, we just saw one team being eliminated, and in this very end, it was close to his 8th minute, and right off the bat, we talk about the fight that actually happened in the area of boot camp to the area of close to the shorelines area, to the area of Pine, and the teams were taking the fight, and this was the moment Stalwart Esports, they did eliminate the players, but with the help of grenades.
Yeah, they eliminated the whole team with just using those grenades. Meanwhile, this was a nice 1v2 situation. He was so good. So I'm talking about Zeus. He did a 1v2 clutch, but if you're just facing a team who has all the 4 minutes alive, chances of your survivors, they are quite low. This was the final fight we just witnessed. Stalwart Esports. So good till the end.
Exactly. Everything that NFP wanted did happen to go into their favor, but Stalwart Esports know how to convert that second last finish to that top-notch finish, and just because of that, they are increasing the lead match by match, and a 23 total point of lead has been secured onto the players, onto the whole team of NFP Esports. But teams like Black Demons have already made an entry, Caos. So these teams are looking good. Renegades. So I have to still wait for that second total chart, because 69 is the cutoff before the last match that is still in the frame.
Yeah, 69 is the cutoff, but right now no Sympathy with 64 points. So the team who is at the 7th position, at least at the 6th position, they have, I think, so 73 to 70 points. But so this team, they are not that far behind. I'm talking about no Sympathy. Still have one chance left to outshine and to qualify for the phase.
And also Leopards, they have 2 chicken dinners to name. So a third chicken dinner, maybe with a lesser amount of kill, can still help them, because straight away 15 points will be awarded to you. If not 15, you can still go for the second position and 12 points. And if you're securing chicken dinner, you ought to have that at least 3-4 kills into the name. So that might help them up, because it's the only team in the second half of the chart to get 2 chicken dinners, still not making the top 8. But still, hold on. One game is still left, and that is of Erangel.
That is of Erangel, and we go on a short break. Coming right up, it is going to be the last match for Group C.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Welcome to Karkin. Today, let me guide you on an in-depth understanding of this 4-square-kilometer humble island. Before stepping into Karkin, you may have already heard about the intimidating demolition zone. In Demolition Zone, buildings will be destroyed into smithereens. But rest assured that today's tour will be a safe one. Karkin might be a small island, but the textile industry of the island works as a crucial financial support for the entire island. Our first attraction is Al-Haik. Al-Haik is a medium-scale town, and people who lived here refined pigments for a living. Then those pigments will be sent to Quettaknigh for dyeing. Skyscrapers are scarce in Al-Haik. Compared to other urban areas, there are fewer visitors here, which makes looting easier. It's a perfect choice for a team of 4 in search of adequate equipment supplies. We'll be walking by the sea, and our next attraction will be Quettaknigh, which serves as the port of importing raw materials of Karkin. Imported textiles are dyed in vats filled with multiple colors and distributed to the factories. If you want to choose this place as your landing spot, then it's recommended that 1 to 2 players in your team land in the containers area, as they can easily find combat supplies here, and head to the city to support their teammates. In the middle of our journey to Habar, we'll be passing by an enclosed warehouse. You will need to use sticky bomb to blast the walls that look less solid to get in. There's always something nice in here, but be careful, as one might not want to hide behind those walls during combat, because those unmaintained walls can be easily penetrated with just a touch, making you susceptible to attacks from enemies and exposing you to dangers. The next stop is Habar, which is the largest urban area in Karkin. There are many residents, hence the numerous high-rising residences. No doubt this place will be a popular spot in the future. Our next attraction is the port city of Bar Shahir, which stores and exports goods of Karkin. This is the perfect spot to search for weapons, making it my personal favorite. Next up is the city of the West, Bashara. It was a city congested with residents. with tall buildings providing convenience in observing the surrounding movements. Just make sure not to lose your directions here. Our final destination is the cargo ship, located at the southwest corner of the map. This ship has been idle here for forever, and has already been abandoned. Yet there are still goods that remained here. However, due to the gigantic size of the cargo ship and the containers, this place no doubt becomes a place to rumble. Don't you feel the excitement already just thinking of it? Besides these urban areas, Karkin also houses many such little buildings. Rumor has it that there's another passage beneath these buildings, as well as a huge space beneath Karkin. Well, it's up to you, believe them or not. Alright, your Karkin tour is now closing its curtains. Looking forward to seeing you next time.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to PUBG Mobile Campus Championship Pakistan region, sponsored by Oppo F19 Pro. Hook up your phone. My name is Phoenix Yamans, and alongside me it's Ankit Sharma. Now we have only one game left for this Group C, and after this one game, we'll let you know that which are the top 8 teams will qualify for the phase 3. We already know the teams who are in the top 5. They are quite happy with their performance. They already maintained some decent amount of lead, basically significant amount of lead from the teams who are on the second page of the overall ranking.
Exactly, the teams that are in the top half of the chart, especially on the top 5, they must be happy the way they have been rotating and maneuvering their way up. But Stalwart Esports back-to-back chicken dinner had. Will it be more from my side if I expect the fourth chicken dinner of the day? I don't know, but the way they have been playing, it's so exciting to watch.
Yeah, the way these teams are playing is so exciting to watch. But one thing that you make sure the team Black Demons, they are also already inside the first page of the overall ranking. They already in a good position, but for how long? Because the team who is on the 9th position, they are just 7 points far behind from the 8th position.
Exactly.
So yeah, things will literally get insane, as well as we are witnessing some marvelous performance from those teams who still have chance to qualify.
So again, the way the matches are actually panned out and happen out in a fashion that we are down to the last game for the day, and obviously the last game for Group C, but still not able to decide which team would qualify, which team would not. So this has been the level of competition that all of the teams have trying to give up for themselves. And obviously, as for a team, and every team is looking top notch in the way. And in the last game, anything can happen. A team like Leopard might go and topple any team in standing in the top 8 half of the chart, or maybe they might falter. But one thing is for sure, that some team that are on the 12th and 13th teams like RCG girls, they will not be able to qualify. Will require obviously a very Herculean effort, because 36
True.
point is, I guess, close 35 to 36, 37 is the total point that they are still standing. So if they have to come in the top and feature in the top 8, they need to secure that 40 kill total point, and that seems not impossible, but that is a very difficult thing, because obviously other team will obviously go for that. But let's talk about Team Leopard. The team had got 2 chicken onto the name, and the sole team, the only team to hold the second half of the chart with 2 chicken dinner registered onto their name. So what must be going on to their mind, because they have been competent enough. Out of the 9 game, 2 games they have successfully finished on the first position, but onto the 7 other games they have faltered somehow in this total match.
Yeah, you know what? Consistent performance. We are not able to witness a consistent performance from the side of Leopards, but now If they want to
Yeah.
qualify, they still have one chance. They just need that one chicken dinner with almost 8 to 10 kills to
Yeah.
be in the top 8. But the team who is on the 8th position, I'm sure they'll not gonna go aggressive. They'll not go all guns blazing. They are going to play a little bit. We can say carefully, okay? Because now
Also.
also yeah.
But yes, I am also was looking to expecting the way Renegades actually were trying to play. I expected a bit more mature gameplay from their side, but still they have not shown the way that I actually wanted. But let's head towards the action. Maybe yes. So the area of Pochinki is straight away into the contestation as we have headed towards the very last game of the day, and that is of Erangel. So Pochinki. Stalwart Esports are trying to contest them, and the experimentation that we were talking about is straight away into the frame.
Yeah, but straight way into the frame, and we are witnessing a fight between these two teams. No Fear versus Stalwart Esports. And we all know that Stalwart Esports, they love to play with the 2+2 split, because one player, Cairo, he always go on a flank angle, then take down some enemies, then use that aggression to eliminate the whole team.
Exactly, and just because of that, we might see No Fear that is holding a good position tally for now. But can we expect some knock? Because Pablo, he is just a wall away from him, but he has already got the footstep. But we can see an arm being pulled back. That means he's just trying to lobby in aid.
Yeah. But at this position,
Yeah, and just because of that, No Fear is just trying to ensure
right
the
now we can
position. But
see that-
Senior going for
Okay,
that flank
Pablo,
angle,
he
going for that
got
aggressive push.
stuck
A nade
inside
can
with
be a
one
detrimental
compound.
thing to the player of Pablo and Stalwart Esports as a whole. But still, the two players from No Fear are doing pretty good.
Yeah, the two players are certainly doing pretty good, but this is the main thing, right? This is the main thing. Which team is going to win this fight? Which team will become victorious? And the answer is in front of us. No Fear. They got eliminated from the lobby.
And I guess No Fear, but just maybe. Okay, so we can see one more crate on the top roof. So they have
Yeah.
already been pinched down by the way they were, and Stalwart Esports, they have done everything good in this match till now. Can we get one more chicken? And this will be a delight for them as a whole.
Yeah, this certainly will be a delight for them. But right now, if this team secured 3 kills right in the start of the map, so they are not going to stop at this position, because we know
Exactly.
that this is a team which always go for those aggressive plays, always eliminate the team who has no chance to survive. They always go for a perfect strategy, and just because of that, they always become victorious.
Yep, same thing has been happening time and again. And guess what? What can be a better start? So in this whole PMCC tournament, I haven't seen any team dominating the way earlier it was Team Prime taking that Erangel match again and again for themselves. But for now, be it with the off match, be it with the Erangel, Stalwart Esports are emerging victorious because they have got chicken dinner in Erangel, they have got chicken dinner in Miramar, they have got chicken dinner in Sanhok. Maybe this last match can be again theirs.
Yeah, maybe this last match can be theirs. But meanwhile, we can see some teams are moving inside the circle. The rotation has started from this side, but you have to be careful while rotating somewhere else, because teams they are going to wait for you. They are going to gatekeep at that location so that they'll collect some kills.
Yep, and this all fight is happening in the area of Water City. Till now, in the first game, we saw some fights happening in the Water City area, but apart from that, in the whole tournament, we haven't seen any fight because the circle has been going maybe to the downside, maybe to the western or eastern side. But whenever circle takes a central and a central shift, we see these fights, and I would love to see the fight more and more going to the same area. But for now, it's in the MerckESports. The team is also facing the brunt to be getting eliminated. So realizing the same fact, this is a very good decision, a wide decision that would actually I would like to encourage for them.
Yeah, true. I totally agree with the point. But meanwhile, staying inside the Water City is sometimes very useful for you, because you in my personal opinion, Water City is one of the best area to loot in. Right, you will get way more better loot in the Rozok area, because players usually drop down in the Water City
Oh,
just
oh.
okay. So he got punched by
He
his
just
own
wants.
teammate.
Okay, he wants the 3x. Okay.
Okay, I thought he just wanted to drive the vehicle. Like, let's go on journey.
But that was funny, to be very honest, because all of us, we have done beat before drying, beat before all the loots. If your teammate has one, or if you feel like you can use that 3x in a way that can be helpful, you can obviously land some of the punches on the heads of your teammates.
But right now, if you want to use a 3x, what if it's the perfect gun,
Exactly.
MK14, right? You can attach a red dot sight while using that gun on, maybe you can use it on auto fire as well as on single fire rate. So you can literally annihilate every single player in the lobby.
Yes, you can do, and we have seen the power that MK14 brings it himself, be it with the single taps, be it with the assaulting techniques that team do for themselves. But for now, it seems that one team, that is of Renegades, they are struggling for that position, and they can be contested. And look at that circle. Circle has made a close to southern shift, and where do you think the circle will make a shift once the new circle will be forming?
I think so, towards the Milta area. It's going towards this northern side of the Milta area. But one thing, you have to be careful while moving inside the zone, because we can see a cluster near the western side of the circle.
Exactly, 3-4 teams talks about Stalwart Esports, but look at that. One team is straight away out of the zone, and they are not only out of the zone, they are facing the front of blue zone, and that is of TES. Some teams from the northern sides have made some good rotation, and that is of no sympathy. 4 men strong, they will going to zone, but the moment they will entry, they will getting the welcoming shots, because already 4-5 teams already into the vicinity, and still the match is on a very passive end. Apart from that, one or two team wipeout, still the match is on the passive end, and the same way we can expect some more deadly fight, because the more circle takes a shift on the urban area, the more lethal it gets.
Yeah, true. Meanwhile, if we talk about some lethal fights, this is literally a stare down competition between these two teams, because you
Oh,
can knock down some players. Oh, Pablo Bisma, she is so good with her
go for the push, go
MK14.
for the push.
No,
Just go
man,
for the
it
push.
was literally, oh, they
They
are
are.
listening at your calls, man.
Exactly, because they have, if they want to make themselves in the top notch, in the top 8 position, they need to secure the kills, because even if they secure the chicken dinner, that will not be enough, and just because of that, they are just going in for that push.
Yeah, they are. Oh, just because of that push. I told you, sometimes, you know what, just going for that unnecessary push is not going to help you out. Prisma as well as Frost. Manahel, my bad. Manahel as well as Frost. They got knocked out onto the open. That Molly dished out lethal amount of damage onto them.
Blitz, the soul diva surviving for how long? And not for a longer duration than maybe 5 or 6 seconds, and this will be a good gift for the players of NFP. If you don't have much of bullets, if you don't have much of ammo, if you are lacking with the scopes, you can get it from there. But MerckESports, they are also trying to make a slam in dock. Just had made the slam. Can we get one more wipeout? Okay, is any player one more player onto his backhand side? Yes, there was onto the backside of the door.
I think so. Now, this Erangel map, it is going to be really fast if we're going to compare it with Sanhok, because teams are literally engaging in some fight. We just brought down to only 11 teams. Now, things might go south for the teams who are on to the south area.
Okay, we have to still wait for that. But the way the players of NFP are just not allowing any team to flourish. Earlier it was R3G and they paid the price. Now it's the time of MerckESport to make the most of the situation. They have read the kill feed, they have heard the sound, they are very much well aware of the situation. But the way the team of NFP are just trying to dominate this match, not only they are getting some kill points, they are also top notching to that hashtag 1 position, because Stalwart Esports have given them a very good competition. But a nade have actually pulled them down, but no, it seems that the fire rate, the way they have actually fired down to the players from M416. But dog, how can you miss that?
Katir, that drone shot was so good. Right now, Katir, he already secured 2 kills. He dished out some amount of damage onto his opponent. But one thing, I just want to mention one thing, and that is that one player of your team already got knocked out in the open.
Exactly, he is in the open, and you just cannot expect yourself in this open. But Jaydeep, he's still far away from that 2-3 positions that this player are actually holding. But Knight, Kareef already trying to dish out the most of the damage. He's for now he's just trying to loot all the crates just in order to refill his ammo if he doesn't have any. But a very good flank angle, and from that Jaydeep can actually help us secure some more kills if some team or some members from NFP comes in the open. But for now, Katir, his revival, it seems impossible.
Yep, it seems like the revival, it's going to be impossible for him at this situation. But you know what? Sometimes you can do impossible stuff too. Sometimes those impossible stuff are going to be possible if you do the calculated stuff, basically.
Yes, you have to move away with the calculated approach, but the circle has made a shift, and it seems that taking Milta as a center might be the circle has formed, because I can see the edges closer to the area where the Milta, we can see all the neighboring compounds out there. That means maybe we can see an urban finish if the circle goes towards the area of Milta, or maybe towards the lumberjack area that we have already seen in the past. But what are the players from MerckESports are waiting, and now is the push that is actually coming. Ash holding that flank angle, that crouch position can actually help him secure, but JD is knowing his position. He takes him down, and with that Ash AKM spray, and obviously JD didn't have any idea that one player is crouched at the same position, and this is the way you actually surprise your opposition player.
Yeah, this is the perfect way to surprise your opposition players, right? One grenade can, oh, I was talking about this. One grenade can, give you the advantage.
One more? No.
The answer is no. Not enough. But
Exactly.
right now. Yep. Ooh, the team is still surviving.
6 kill onto the name. One more elimination can come into the opposite team's player, because the Knight is the only one surviving. If he gets eliminated, obviously 2 players will be eliminated, has been eliminated, but 1 kill also will go into the name. But no, in the 1v1 fight, Gully Boy gets down, but Knight anyhow surviving onto that 10 HP. He's just trying to find out the player, but Uzi, you just need to reload yourself. Yes, he will reload for sure, but the blue zone has already come in. That he means it will do the damage in its own course.
Yep, it will. It certainly will. Oh! That was so bad for him. He has been taken down by the blue zone. As I just mentioned, every single time I love to say this, that you have to, respect the blue zone. Otherwise,
But look at that circle.
Oh yeah, the circle is on to the shore area.
50% of the area is close to water lines, and 50% of the rest of the zone is into the Milta city. So we can expect some more lethal fight, and this can be a well-off finish for all these teams.
Yeah, this certainly can be a well-off finish for these particular teams. But one thing, they have to get some health utilities to stay alive, because we can see that some of the players are on very low health.
Exactly, and just because of that, Alian has been spotted down but brought down to 20 HP, but up against the players of Team Caos, and they have to make the most of the situation. Stalwart Esports, look at that, their positioning, look at that, their split. One player, Caro, holding the front angle, Pablo onto the backhand side. Do they have any idea that some teams will be closing into the same vicinity? But for now, some teams like TES also holding the 4-man strong. So most of the teams I can see from now onwards, they are looking 4-man strong. Also, one team that is 4-man strong, and that is of TeamXquetta.
Yeah, TeamXquetta, they are also 4-man strong. But you know what? If you are 4-man strong, you have to go and get those kills. Those kills are very important for you at this situation, because this is the final game. This is the last game for you, and you have to perform way more better than any other game.
Exactly, and just because of that, Stalwart Esports are just not stopping, even if they have secured some good total points. But look at that, if the circle goes or makes a central shift, still the players will crumble for all the space that they have to, and the breathing space, which becomes lesser. That means the action will be harder and stronger.
True, true. Meanwhile, we can see the circle. If as you just mentioned, if the circle is going to, that grenade, Muqaddar. This man, every single time, this man surprised me with his gameplay, right?
Exactly, and now is the time when he has actually surprised all of us with that grenade. A follow-up molly has actually not done the task, but some more grenades being lofted from their side in order to secure more and more kills. But the way Stalwart Esports are just trying to pencil them down, it seems that Leopard are the second prey onto their crosshairs.
Yeah, Leopard is the second prey onto the crosshair. Meanwhile, Stalwart Esports moving inside the circle. This is the perfect area right now. This is the perfect area. But you are exposed from the sidelines, so you have to make cover of from the sidelines to make sure that there's not a single team in just front of you. Right now, we can see that Tyrant OP. He is using that DP so perfectly.
Exactly, and Black Demons also looking very strong, but for now they have to, it seems that they have to go into zone, and just because of that, one team is not letting them entry. No Sympathy just trying to deny all the entry. Just because of that, we can see one more player going down, but no, Zeus has been taken down. That means the player that actually showed out the performance in the last match has, or maybe can face elimination, because revival is the key here, because already HitKit is the last man surviving. If he goes down, that means the team as a whole will go down.
Yeah, the team as a whole will certainly goes down, but that was so unfortunate for him.
Exactly, and look at the way the Black Demons are actually trying to aggress from the eastern side. 2-3 teams have to come and to make an entry, and just because of that, Black Demons are not allowing any team to flourish into that area. We saw how the players from No Sympathy were eliminated, but look at that. Some of the players have gone with a good split. What is the sole player from Renegades is still waiting. Teddy is the last man surviving, but for how long we have to still wait for that Black Demons? As we were just trying to compliment these guys, these are now on the receiving ends.
These are now on the receiving edge. Black team is just only 2 minutes surviving the blue zone. I am sure the blue zone is going to dish out a lot of damage onto them. Literally huge amount of damage onto them. We can see some players are using AKM, just popping those heads by using those AKM. Still this final circle. Now it's the high time. It's the high time to lob some grenades onto your opponents and knock them down.
Exactly, but the way Stalwart Esports are just moving, they are playing a good game for themselves, because they are going with the help of Ridge by Ridge, and this is a good strategy. But look at that, Renegades have just joined the game by just only 2 players.
Okay, now this is not good. Bunny, come on, you can knock out another player.
Gone.
Yeah, right now. Stalwart Esports. 4 kills. They secured 4 kills. 5th circle. 5th blue zone. Shazam spotted down. Oh, Maxo, you got. You know what? The main thing is he could not able to knock him down.
So 2 players have done decently well in order to constrict all these players. If we talk about Stalwart Esports, they haven't been able to flourish the way, because Renegades are just not allowing, and Shazam again and again trying to dish out the damage, but onto the backhand side. One team is already there, and that is of TeamXquetta. They have to be very much cautious, because if one player goes down, there will be only one player. So it only comes down to him. Will he give the revival to the other players, or will he give to the fight? Because then it will be a 1v4 situation against the players of Renegades. So they have to be very much cautious. But Pablo has been taken down by Shazam. That means Renegades, they are just not stopping. 3 kills already onto the name. Can this be converted to a 4-kill situation? We have to still wait for that.
We have to still wait for that. 6 teams still alive. 20 players are still there. Shazam trying to spot down the opponents, and we can see the players of Quettaknigh hiding behind those burst down vehicles. Teddy, he secured 1 kill. This team is literally playing with a 2-man lineup, still surviving in the final circle. We can see Stalwart Esports. This is the only team who is inside the safe zone. The safe zone. That curveball is going to punish a lot of teams.
Exactly, and just because of that, now Stalwart Esports have to go and make an entry. But some teams that also have to make an entry, and that is of TeamXquetta. But how will they make an entry? Teams like Renegades, they also have to make an entry, and the 2 players, they will also possess some of the challenge to TeamXquetta that they have already possessed to Stalwart Esports. But look at the way Pablo just trying to puncture down all the tires and trying to dish out most of the damage in order to secure any kill that they can look up for. For now, all the 4 players are still intact and 4 kills already onto the name. Can this convert them into a one more chicken dinner? We have to still wait for that. But Arsalan has also been pointed down, but Boneless also goes down. Shazam is just not holding his gun.
Whoa, that was not good. Meanwhile, Shazam is going to face the Wrath right now. Teddy just knocked out Ryan. Teddy still moving. Teddy just need to confirm that kill too. Switch to Uzi, then again to M4. His vest as well as his vest as well as his helmet already damaged. Right now, using those smokes to make an extra cover to move inside the circle, 50 meters far away from the circle. This is not going to be an easy task for him. But how he's going to do that is the best question right now.
And it seems that he will abandon his the last player surviving and he will bleed out soon. And Shazam, he's just not going for the revival, just not in any case to avoid any casualty that can go into the favor. But will be spotted down by the player of Stalwart Esports and they get eliminated. But a well fought fight match by them because they were just 2 men strong.
Yeah, they were 2 men strong, but you know what? They already secured a decent amount of points for themselves. Mukata leading the charge. Come on, you can eliminate the whole team. He just switched to a stun. Then again to AKM, my bad. There's one team, TeamTES in front of them. All the 4 players are still surviving. This is going to be literally interesting. Okay, how many players got blind? Oh, not a single player.
Trying to impair the vision has been an unsuccessful story for the players of Muqaddar and its teammate because he's just a sole man surviving. Alian just trying to cross in the damage and to lessen the distance in between them, but he has just cooked in this nade. If this nade connects, this can be detrimental, but also he can also receive some of the nades, but his location, his identity has also been revealed and it seems that the players from TES will eventually take him down and then they will make an entry, but in 1v1 fight he will fall down onto the M416 and 1 more kill into the name of TES. But Stalwart Esports 6 kill onto their name. They have the zone, they are in the center line of the zone, they can also take the drop. They are again being a very strong contender.
Bunny knocked out another player, received huge amount of damage, just gonna heal him up, heal himself up. Lord Whitey going to heal himself up too. Meanwhile, Ninja, he has an AK with an extended quick draw mag. Stalwart Esports is the only team who is so close to the circle. They are going to secure another chicken dinner. They are going to secure another chicken dinner. What do you think at this
Oh my goodness, I can see if that is an M249 in the drop, this can be again a chicken dinner. And if the revival comes to the frame, again 4 man intact, 6 or 7 kills into the name. The confidence that they have been holding and with that drop loot, this can again be a game.
This can
oh my
be
goodness, Alian again has been knocked down as Pablo making the most of the situation. He's just decimating the lobby. If I have to say in one word, or Bunny, he has to be very much cautious. It seems that he doesn't have any first, but Snakes, he is also trying to be the most of the situation.
Yep, he is literally doing a lot of work. Wrecker, literally, he just wanted to do a heal battle, but he was unable to do that. Taha, come on, secure this kill. Yeah, now you have 1 kill for yourself and 5 kill for your team. He is the 3rd man surviving for his team. It's a 3v3 situation. Revealed his position, but somehow manages to knock out 1 player.
Pablo doing the job for his team again and again, but this is a situation that Stalwart Esports were not actually wanting for because this is down to actually a 2v2 situation. Obviously, the players from Stalwart Esports won't get the revival and it seems that Pablo will be the sole man standing that can actually take the fight because 1 man, Bad Buddy, into the smoke is still bleeding. But will Ninja or Lord Whitey will take this fight and take a chicken dinner into the name into this very last game for Group C as a whole? We have to still wait for that. The kill will be secured. That means 7 kills all to the name and 3 kills into the name of Lord Whitey altogether. But hot in the open, this was a game for Team Chaos and a chicken dinner in this very last game, but also well fought and what a game, what a domination the whole of the day in the 5 match for Stalwart Esports.
To be honest, this was one of the best matches in this day, right? Erangel and Erangel, Stalwart Esports, they were literally unstoppable in every single Erangel. And you have to appreciate this team. The way they play, the way Stalwart Esports play is awesome.
Exactly, and that has been an incredulous gameplay from themselves. Not only just they have dominated other maps back to back, they were very close to a chicken dinner again in this map of Erangel, but kudos to the guys, the way they have played, and I'm damn sure that the lead that they actually sat with to the players of NFP, the lead would have increased because they have came 12th second with the 12 total positioning points, and they might have secured some good kills. So close to maybe 18 or 17 points that I'll be looking up to look at for as a total points for them.
Yeah, let's see what's going to happen at this moment. But you know what? Which are the top 8 teams who got qualified? If Black Demons are they able to secure they're still in the top 8 position, or they just got slipped down? Is the best question right now. And after getting huge amount of kill points, they are still at the top. But how many points they have in total?
You have to still wait for that. But in the last game, nobody expected Team Chaos to make a Chaos situation just because of that. 8 kills into the name, 15 total points as a placement point, making a total of 23 total points. Just one more because Stalwart Esports were also in a very rampageous action.
They certainly were in an rampageous action. But Team TES, they also played well with total 17 total points. Team NFPxSky with only 1 placement point, 7 kills, 8 total points onto their name.
Exactly, and teams like MerckESports, Quettaknigh and Black Demons, they did falter down, and maybe this might not be enough for them to join with that total top 8. R3G Girls again faltering down. Leopards with just a total of 1 point. So this might hurt their chances, I'm for sure.
Yeah, this is certainly going to hurt their chances, but you know what? They played their level best, to be honest. They were so good. They were so good throughout every single match. But sometimes you have to you are going to be on the receiving edge. That's why you could not able to qualify. But at least they got the experience, right? At least they got the experience.
Yup, at this level you need to qualify, you need to play for this, and this is all what they play for.
Yeah, this is all what they play for. But let's head on to the Oppo F19 Pro movements. We have the Oppo F19 Pro movements, and this was the fight. Before this fight, we witnessed at the same compound, R3G Girls, they got eliminated. Literally, this was so good. After the circle, teams are like, we have to change our location.
Exactly, and just because of that, Stalwart Esports changing location again and again. Obviously, they were penciled down by the players from Renegades. Obviously, 2 players were acting like they were in a full squad mode, but still, 2 players, the way they fought, they were the real troopers. If I have to call for themselves.
True. Those 2 players from a single team, literally looking like they are the one-man army. They are working as a whole team, but we have the overall leaderboard in front of us. Stalwart Esports, NFPxSky, TeamTES, TeamXquetta, Caos, Quettaknigh, Black Demons, Renegades. Congratulations, you are the top 8 teams who qualified for semi-finals.
Yep, the top 8 teams are onto the screen after the game end of a total of 10 games. 3 kills that you see into the names of Stalwart Esports.
Well,
all of the 3 kills, all of 3 chicken dinners have come today itself.
Yeah, and you know what? This is the way you have to play. This is the way you have to outshine 3 chicken dinners in a single day, and you are on the top.
Exactly, and a very decent lead that they have secured above to the players of NFP. But some of the teams that did not qualify, no sympathy. Look at that. Just 4 points below the players of Renegades. Had this not been case, things could have been different. But Leopards, 58 total points, even securing 2 chicken dinners. MerckESports, R3G Girls, no fear. Obviously, these teams didn't qualify for that next phase because they were not able to get in the top 8 after game 10. But I'm damn sure that they must have got some real out of this as a whole experience. But it seems that some teams didn't play the last game, and those were FLZxHEX and Rigel Stars.
Yeah, you know what? At least you got the experience. At least you were against. You just played against these teams like Stalwart, No Fear, Apex, Leopards, No Sympathy. These are the teams who were literally so good. Especially Renegades. After the second match, they got slipped down to the second page of the overall ranking, but somehow they managed to secure the 8th position. So
Exactly, in this last match itself, only they got that opportunity because from the second half to come to the first half, even if the point is just one less, that's still is a time, is a place where you live on the edges. But they have managed to secure 4 lead points above the team that was on the ninth place. But Renegades, think about that. If they hadn't gone for that aggressiveness that they
yep.
saw, that they went and they secured important 5-6 kills. So we talk about all these point structure, that how 15 point helps you, how 12 points help you, how 10, 8, 7, 6 helps you, but nobody talks about the kill points that actually helps you. Here the players from Renegades must be knowing, and they have every idea, every pinch of idea, that how 3, 4, 5 at least kill points in a match can help you to qualify the league.
Yeah, you know what? Every single time I used to talk about this, skill points are very, very necessary. If you take an exit at the 13 to 16%, at least you make sure you are getting some amount of kills. You are getting some kill points. That's the most important
Exactly.
thing. And just because of that, we saw that Renegades somehow they survived the Wrath and qualified for the phase 3 for the semi-finals. Now we are just done with our all the games. We're just done with all the games for Group C, Group B, and Group A. Tomorrow we are going to witness the other 5 games left for Group D. So we have to take an exit, but we'll meet you tomorrow. Till then, take care, sayonara, stay safe, and stay sanitized.